sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
These intros.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
This is Sipping with Sammie. I am Mr. Fly Shit Only, the one and only Sipping with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together. Yeah! What's up with y'all, man?
Yeah.
Happy hour, happy Thursday. Happy y'all made it. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell somebody that we over here. They should be here too. I appreciate everybody that's done such so far.
Right.
I see the results. I appreciate y'all. That's all I want to say. But as y'all see, we got a full house.
Yep.
This is about to be real fun.
Let's have it.
But we'll start from the shoulders and come back my way, and everybody introduce themselves. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, niggas already nervous. Niggas grinding me up. Look, it's your boy, Aaron Shakor, man. Shakor World, you know the vibes. Big 215 UFO vibes, man.
All right.
Representing the U, 215UFO.com.
Dope.
Salute. Sipping with Sammie, man. We in the building.
Yes, sir.
You dig?
AKA dump a nigga on his head if you keep
dig.
Man,
Stop
AKA,
fucking playing with me out here.
AKA just in case.
Stop playing with me out
Nigga
here.
name is just in case.
Jim ain't the only nigga in the gym, you heard?
Oh, and you giving me gym vibes with the bucket. Hilarious.
Yeah.
For sure. It's your boy Big Killa. It's known as Killer Kai.
Show
Smallest out
respect.
the crew, but standing tall is what I do. You know what I
Talk
mean?
heavy.
So yeah, I'm 215 UFO in the building. You know what I mean? We around.
Facts. Facts.
Donut, nigga.
What up? It's Radio SYHEEM. Glad to be here, sipping with Sammie.
Yep.
215 UFO. You already know. Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's your boy, I know Brasco, a.k.a. They Know, I Know, Big Blonde, Scoman Reigns, man. I'm outside. You already know the vibes.
legend.
215UFO.com. I know Brasco.com. Shout out to the bro. Yikes. You already know the vibes, man.
Yes, dude.
We outside. North Philly in the building.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying? Facts that. Let's have it.
And shout out.
Oh man, listen. Look, I'll take care of that. Hey, shout out to brother Fobs for putting this together. You know what I'm saying?
Fabio.
Always behind the scene,
Fabio.
making moves and you know what I'm saying and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need to book the
That's Bob
215
Heyman right there.
Look, if
Bob
y'all need to
Heyman,
book the
man.
gang, if y'all need to book the gang, holla at Fobs, man. At UFobs on Instagram. You dig what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
Fives. I appreciate the brother.
Yes, sir,
Very
man.
respectful, very business minded, and he had to bear with me for a minute. He reached out a little bit ago. I don't know if he told y'all.
Look, you booked him busy, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Bro, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing,
For
and,
sure.
and I want to talk to all y'all motherfuckers.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to that boy Fobs, man.
Yeah, so it was like, yo, I got you. Just make sure you tap back.
Yeah.
He
Fives,
hit
he-
right back.
Fives make his rounds. Anything he on it, he send it to us like, yo, we gotta be, come on, fellas. Like
So-
he be getting niggas on their good foot. Like
All right, so since you talking, who's missing today?
my man Yikes, aka Father Prime.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He
franchise.
missing
I
right
heard
now.
the shout
but
out earlier.
yeah, the franchise. He around though. You know what I'm saying? He just had to handle some business. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Shout out to Primo.
Primo.
What up, Primo?
Shout out to Preem.
Shout out to Goatman Diesel.
Goatman
Goatman
Diesel,
Diesel. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You already know. You know what I'm saying? So that's the team right there. You know what I'm saying?
Wu Tang shit.
Hey, listen, man.
So,
Listen,
yeah.
man.
Niggas
We
is
get
that's
that.
crazy.
It's strength in
We
numbers.
get that.
Hottest
That's
in the city.
crazy.
Hottest
No,
in
I
the
love
city.
that.
Yeah.
I ain't even joking. I fuck
You
with that.
don't, you don't even see that many rap crews no more like that.
Nah, man.
You know what I mean?
Bro,
That's why I
niggas'
say,
heads is too big and
Yeah.
business is too small.
bro, you hit
It's
the
like-
nail on the head with
It's
that
like
shit.
the promotion, like the party promotion game. It's 20 pretty boys trying to throw one party together and everybody pay their car note and they baby mom. It don't work like that, bro.
Facts.
You need motherfuckers that's really willing to bring something to the table.
Facts.
Right.
And niggas gotta be willing to go all in too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I say make rap crews great again. You know what I'm
heard
saying?
that.
Like
Right.
that's
I
some
heard
real shit. You know what I mean? So
Facts.
that's how we carrying it, man.
So
For sure.
my first thing was to shout out whoever we missing. But how do we get this conglomerate? How does this become a thing? Like where does this start at? We need backstory on
That's a
on
great
on
question.
how
Yeah,
all these
yeah, I think-
personalities meshed.
I'm gonna give Radio his flowers because this guy right here, like, he the one person out the whole crew that got relationships or that had relationships with everybody.
Every
Like
single person.
Individual.
he the motherfucking glue kind of.
Oh, so he the worker.
In a sense.
He sound like
You
the
be
RZA.
working.
We all
Nah, we work, but listen,
Sound like the
this
RZA.
guy, yeah, he
So he
put
RZA.
he put it
sound like
together,
the
man. He put it together. Like,
like that.
He had a relationship with me, with Files, with Skull, with, you know what I mean? and it all kind of came together seamless. But go ahead, radio. Let them know.
Visionary boy. Yeah, I want to hear from the visionary boy.
I mean, they rolled the red carpet out. Wow.
Well, you came in coat matching the knit. You good, man.
So shout out to my daughter. This is my daughter, Joy. It was laying
did a
around
good
the
job.
house. It was matching the coat.
Oh, you stole it.
Yeah,
You stole it.
yeah. It was laying around
Nigga
the
stole his
house.
daughter hat.
Teeth.
I said, who's this Joy? It matched the coat. I said, yeah, I need this. But
Don't stretch it out too much, Pop.
it's done.
It's over. You gotta get another one.
It's
You
mine.
go ahead and get another. I know somebody to make a new one, man.
It's all mine. But it starts from fucking way back 92, 93, first listening to rap and shit. That's where it really, really started. I always wanted to be a rapper, but I always never thought that I had anything cool to say. You know what I'm saying? Always loved watching videos. Always just wanted to do something with hip hop. And not necessarily rapping, something to do with hip hop. I just wanted to be involved with that shit.
I want to know.
You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to be involved.
I want to know.
And I had personal relationships.
When I was at Glocko, where I had that for 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead, my bad.
No, you're good. But to make a long story short, like for example, I met KILLA through working. We both was working for a paratransit company, and I
A
met
lot
all
of
these-
hip hop niggas meet at work.
Oh,
The
That's
crazy
why.
part is we met at work and then came to find out
We
we was from the
same neighborhood.
Same neighborhood.
Wow.
Really, like a block apart.
block
Like,
apart. Yo.
I'm on 100. He on the other 100. Like
All our friends know each other, but we don't know each other.
What's wrong with y'all? Y'all ain't skateboard enough? Y'all ain't come outside? Nobody shot
crazy,
hoops?
bro. All my
Nobody went to the
know his
basketball
friends.
court? Nobody
All
played
my friends know
football?
his friends. It was meant to. It was. You couldn't script it any better. But for example, Shakor, I knew Shakor since high school. You know,
And I just met Shakor recently, and it was love when I
That's
met
a
the brother.
fact. That's a
But,
fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Skull through videography. I do videography. Fabio, I met working. I was serving.
That's
at
what it is, Fabio?
That's what I call him. That's what I.
Oh, all
That's
right.
what I like to call it that.
Niggas got nicknames.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I
That's a fact.
mean, I'm going to leave it alone.
That's a fact. But ultimately, we all were doing our own thing. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to do it.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to sit here and act like I had a big goal or plan. I just knew I wanted to do shit and I couldn't do it by myself. You know what I'm
Fair to
saying?
say. That's fair. That's fair.
And I wanted to surround
Most
myself.
motherfuckers' problem is they don't realize that shit, and they do have the talent.
It's impossible. It's impossible. And why not? It just.
I'm with you.
And it's not that it made sense. It just wasn't even a thought. It was just like, yo, let's try to just see.
So
what
you build
happens.
your own Marvel universe, and who the fuck is Iron Man? Like how do you just
Great
figure
questions.
that
I like
these are
that.
the pieces that I need for this? Like not doing it by myself don't mean 10 niggas.
It's really like I said.
It might in the long run, but not initially. Most times, right?
It
Right,
was.
right.
Is it?
So everybody had a purpose.
Everybody
is what I'm saying.
that has built this relationship, it wasn't on rap. It wasn't on music. Like I said, I met him through a paratransit company. I met him when we was both servers at Dave & Buster's. He was a teacher. And
Salute.
I thought that was admirable. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
you don't see that too often. You know what I'm saying? So I
Motherfuckers don't talk to the
immediately-
kids on their block.
Exactly. So I immediately was, lack of better words, kind of fond of him. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
that's
this
fair.
nigga a teacher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see too many at that time. Late 20s, maybe early 30s.
They pay black male
teachers.
teachers like 30,000 more in a lot of cities.
So
No bullshit, because
I ain't
not
know
that
that.
many of them.
yeah. So
Go to Baltimore.
it was easy because it was built off of who they are first and foremost. For Skull, for example, it was
I had a feeling it started with respect.
first and foremost.
I had a feeling that it
First
all
and
started from
foremost.
respect.
It has to.
And that's
man.
where you just got to. It started out them genuinely as they are.
Yeah.
These are men that I trust with my children.
I love that. I love that.
Fact. This a brotherhood.
That's
man.
why you had to tell the story.
This a brotherhood for real. You know
You ain't even you hesitant the red carpet and all that. Nigga, who else is gonna tell the story?
Fair.
But go ahead, my bad.
But that's pretty much the gist of it. Our guy Yikes, that was like a neighborhood relationship kind of.
Does he battle rap?
No.
Yikes is a great battle
He
rap.
doesn't, but
Yeah, he don't,
it's
but-
in his arsenal.
And it's Danny
He can.
Myers What's the name?
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, we be joking about that shit, but yeah, no, Yikes don't battle rap. But the funny thing is, if you listen to his music,
His style, his energy.
you would see how it could translate
Into
to
that.
that.
That's
very,
funny.
very
Listen,
well.
I'll put
Very
him
well.
up against some.
Yeah, but in
I
a
would put
heartbeat.
him up against some bulls. Like,
We appreciate
that's a
that
fact.
battle rap
he got
culture
the
though.
aggression. I would put him up
Facts.
against some bulls.
His
That's a
energy
fact.
always
I
go
mean-
into the.
That's the
Look,
little
I ain't gonna
assassin
hold
slices
y'all,
like
I
with
fucks
a
with it.
passion.
I'm gonna put the house on my
He the
guys.
youngest out the crew, so he
I'm
got
gonna put
that
the house
energy.
on my guys. I don't care what it is. Like,
Facts.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna put the house on my guys.
As
Like,
you should.
I know they talented. I know
As
they
you
got
should.
bars, and they ain't backing down from nothing. So like, it's
No,
better.
But see, that excites me. Like shit like that makes me genuinely happy. Like I hear all the time that niggas don't know what brotherly love is. First of all, y'all don't even understand the meaning of brotherly love. It mean we fight all day and y'all can't come in this motherfucker.
That's a
Right,
fact.
right.
So it
That's
is
a
what it is
fucking
when it comes to
fact,
that.
man.
Right.
But y'all really a representation of we can do it together. You know how many times I watch motherfuckers say black people can't do shit together. Niggas can't never just come on a common court. Everybody always wanted big eyes and little U's and all of that type of shit. And it's like y'all representing this man's premise, but what everybody else is fighting against. Motherfuckers is fighting against it. You said earlier on, like the crews died out.
Yeah, man.
Because motherfuckers is individualists.
I just want to make it clear that I do not deserve soul credit, and I'm not trying to say y'all are trying to give it to me, but I do not
appreciate that.
deserve that
I appreciate that.
because
Break it down real quick though, because 215 UFO was actually a crew before me and Sko.
Okay,
Before
so-
me and Sko came on to the collective.
Enlighten
scene.
me, brother.
Yeah, break it down for him.
Enlighten me.
Fair, true, very true. So 215 UFO. UFO is an acronym for unique from ordinary, and that's a coined phrase by my guy right here. And at first it was me, Yikes, my guy KILLA, and shout out to our guy Still Low.
Shout out to Low. Low,
Shout
what
out
up,
to
baby?
Still
He a
low.
low life?
Still
Shout out
low.
to Low.
Is he a low life?
No.
All right.
No,
No, the polo nigga.
yeah, but no.
Nah, I know what you mean. Oh shit.
That's
Nigga said, what you mean?
it started with us. No,
Nigga, you on my spot.
Facts. It started very humble beginnings. I remember like it was yesterday. This was like 2011, maybe.
Yeah.
The going rate for music videos is like
$200.
like 6, 7.
700?
Yeah, like if you wanted to join by like High Dep or like Chop Mosley or whatever, you was paying $600,
Shout out
$700.
Chop from Uptown.
And no, that's the price is the price. There's no. I'm not complaining about it.
Y'all don't even know Chop.
We didn't have
Chop.
$600-700 though, you know, at all. I had very, very, very vague and light experience with cameras and computers, but what I had was the curiosity more than anything, and I wouldn't be able to been doing any of this without KILLA and Yikes because they was the first one that actually bought my first 2 cameras.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Shout
he
out
was
to
working
him.
at Walmart at the time. And he was like, yo, like, we got to figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to buy a camera. I'm going to put it in your hands. It was like a Sony, no disrespect. It was like a Sony soccer mom joint that fold out.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Standard
150 or something
definition.
like
It was a
that.
camera.
$150,
Standard
$200
definition
for that
joint.
joint, yeah.
But it was
The
the,
job done.
it was
Right.
the, yeah.
But I always ask videographers and cameramen what camera they started with.
Yeah, you gotta start
Yeah.
somewhere.
Everybody started
Yeah.
close to that.
And that really sparked the curiosity. I remember I was borrowing my sister's laptop to edit using free software
See?
programs.
Yeah. Getting how you live.
And then it just started from a natural like interest in it. Then shout out to Yikes. Yikes bought me the first HD camera, which was
Official
my
joint.
Nikon D5100.
That joint got a lot of, they put in a lot of work.
Some burn on that thing.
That camera
They got mileage.
It did.
That a lot of work.
It did. It actually flew to Orlando. My guy Shakor
Shout
was
out-
living in Orlando
shout out
at the
to Yikes.
time.
He said, I need that.
He booked me for 5 videos
Shot 5 videos.
in Orlando, Florida.
You was living in Orlando?
Yeah, I spent some time at
Yeah.
the crib out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And 5 videos for how much?
We're not going to disclose that.
Man, you
I don't
just
even
said-
remember.
It was
you
a
just
brotherly
said the
love
going
price.
rate.
I will say this.
No, that's where the brotherly love kicked in, right? See? It
will say
exists.
this.
The brotherly love rate.
say
Yeah.
this.
It does exist.
I will say this, right? And there's a picture of me when I was down there.
Okay.
is the fattest my face has ever been in my life. So that should tell you how good I was treated and fed down there.
I heard that, man.
Make some noise for that shit.
That was fly.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna show everybody.
No,
I'm gonna
I
share the
love
picture with
that.
you.
Hospitality and
Nah, it
it was good.
So it was
Don't
that,
worry about nothing.
Nothing.
and it really gave me a super huge boost of confidence. Somebody
Dope.
flew me out to Orlando.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
one
care
of
if that
them
was
now.
my-
No, it's official, man. Nick, you ain't got to tell me, bro.
Come on, man.
So boom. So I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. Then so I always had a relationship with Shakor. He was always doing his own independent thing. Always, and I always respected it and didn't want to bother or to mess with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Me and Shakor was around big BSF.
boom.
Fuego base. Shout to Fuego.
So we still grinding, doing our thing. I ended up meeting him, doing my videography thing, and I've done over 300-400 videos, and I don't necessarily take a liking to everybody. I'm cool with a lot of people, but I don't necessarily take a liking to everybody. It was different with him. I don't know
You
what.
was shooting all that shit I be seeing on his social media.
About 95%.
You know I've been following you for about 7 years now.
For the
man.
last
Yeah,
7
yeah.
years, I will say, for the last 7 years, I've shot about 85% of his work. Would you agree with
'Cause I
that?
seen quite a bit of your work from that side. That's crazy.
He's
Because he always got good work. He don't play by this shit.
A1 work.
Yeah, so...
Always got good work.
That's why it's easy to work with my guy. Here,
No, please, please do.
No, let's
please.
go. Let's
I
go.
need to
Let's
sit.
go.
I'll tell you how me and Sai linked. So Sai had shot a video. Me and my man News Huddle had a record
Shout out
called
to
Where I'm
News.
From, and so Sai shot the video. So then after the fact, we just sort of stayed in contact, right? And so then one day he was like, "Yo," like he just posted on Twitter, "Yo, shoot, doing the videos, doing the deal." He hit me. He was like, "Yo, I'm doing a deal on video."
They all do that.
Right? So I'm like, all right, bet.
Good hustle.
I need some videos done anyway, right? I'm like, all right, bet, let's get it. So we did the one video, and then life started lifing, right? So I had to put some things on pause. So I'm hitting him like, yo, I'm gonna get right back with you. I promise. Just let me fix some things.
I'm not
and we gonna do the
icing
second.
you, but
right.
I
I
need a
ain't know you
time
gonna
out.
tell this
Right.
story, man.
So he says to me, he says, bro, he says, if you got the song and you got the idea, let's just do it. We figure everything else out when we figure everything else out. I said, gangster. So we go, we do that, boom, boom. But as we're doing that, like we go out and we shoot what we need to shoot. So we meet up here, we go to these places, we do this, we do that. So in the process, we just talking, we just conversing, boom, 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 boom. And we built a rapport as two creatives. And then I saw him tweeting about working on his album. And I said, I don't know, I never know if people care about my raps. I don't know. I don't pay
Bro,
attention.
you dope, bro.
But I appreciate
you are
that.
fire.
But I never
always
think
acting like he
about
ain't
that.
that
Nigga
nigga.
fire.
No, but I
Always
never
acting like he
think
ain't
about
that
it though.
nigga.
I
No,
never
I
think about it.
respect
Right?
I respect that. You fire,
No,
bro.
I appreciate that.
They know.
You fire,
So
bro.
I seen him tweeting about working on his album and just the way that I think, I'm like,
He ain't never heard of rap. He don't
Never
know
heard
if I'm
nothing.
corny. He don't know nothing.
But I know he held me down when I was in the creative
Brotherly love shit.
jam.
And this a bull.
And
We
so-
already got a
You see the
thing.
trend going on? Yeah, you see the trend
This a
going on.
bull that just reached out
So
to
I
me.
just hit
I
him.
know
He's-
regular.
What I say when he introduces up, this nigga's a legend around here.
So I'm like,
I just hit him
I
up
was
like,
like,
yo,
for
if you
real?
need a verse, just let me know. I'll pull up whenever. We pulled up. We was getting ready to do the verse. We didn't get a chance to do it that day.
This nigga got
we came
Snoop
back and did
hands.
it another day. You know what I'm saying?
He got Snoop.
I didn't call.
He got Snoop Dogg
How many
hands.
times people call me, specifically white people? You look like
He got
Snoop.
Snoop
You know you
hands.
look like Snoop.
I'm not even gonna do that to you because I'm a nigga. But I'm talking about
conditioned
your
to it.
hands. You
I'm
literally
conditioned to
hold
it.
your hands. I watched the joint of
These-
Snoop the other day.
This
It always
like
looked like he
5
had
blocks,
an
5
elephant.
steel hands.
Right, nah, for sure. This
You know
nigga
what I'm
definitely
saying?
got,
3 fouls.
he definitely got all NBA All-Star hands.
Bro,
And
this
the fouls.
nigga done been a
7 boards,
volleyball
yeah.
champion.
Facts. No,
And the
for real.
handball king on the
There's
court.
a couple
He
people
done
that.
murdered him with handball. Him and
That's a
Big
fact.
Pun.
I done recreationally played volleyball and killed that shit for real.
That's crazy, but go
yeah,
ahead, Scott.
but no, I just hit him like, yo, look, if you're working on something and you need a verse, if you want a verse, not even if you want a verse, just let me know. I'll pull up.
Honorable.
And we ended up getting a record done that's like one of my favorite records. It's called Down North.
my top
And we
streaming
just,
drum.
we just pulled.
Oh, that's the one doing the number.
My first
then-
album, bro.
And then from there, you know what I'm saying, we shot the video. That's when I met Killa.
Shout out to
You know
Yikes.
what I'm saying?
Shot the
Shout out to
video.
Yikes. Yikes shot the
That's
video.
his first
you know what I'm
video
saying?
he shot.
I
Shout out
pulled-
to Lil
Oh,
Yikes.
Yikes got his hands dirty.
Everybody
You got his hands dirty that
everybody-
day?
No, but everybody got to get their hands dirty.
I like that.
on.
I like
Hands
that.
on with this shit, man.
Everybody got,
I like
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like
Yeah,
when
we
Shakur
hands
got
on
the
with this
show,
shit.
if Shakur got the show and can't, you know what I'm saying, everybody run around, niggas got
Why we
families and
got all
shit.
these niggas?
But this is what I'm saying. If I'm there, I'm holding the camera.
Absolutely.
And vice versa.
vice
If I- you know what
versa.
I'm
I'm one
saying?
of them.
If Fobs is there, Fobs hold the camera for everybody. If you know what I'm saying, if we can't, you know what I'm saying, if Killa performing is just one of those things. So everybody got to get their hands dirty.
Send it all to me and I'm going to chop it up.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
And
what
the
it is.
blessing because you got the expertise. You
You know what I'm
500
saying? But
videos in there.
That's how me and
In-house
Silent,
shit,
you know what I'm
too.
saying?
That's
just
fire, yo.
off the creative and just being solid, you know what I'm saying? Because he could have been like, dog, we did the 2 video deal, we got to get both of them done in 3 months. He wasn't on it
But
like
that's
that.
what I was about to say. His highest streaming or highest numbers that he's getting from a record came from a record that came from both of y'all doing something honorable for
I
each
never
other.
thought about it.
And that's,
Y'all both did something, an honorable
thought about
exchange. You see what I'm saying?
it's like they
Look
say,
how
it-
No,
listen,
shake that man's hand.
It comes out in the
universe-
red.
the
He was on my
universe
blind
blessed
side. I
him
didn't
for
see it.
It was, bro.
And he was in the camera. He was on my blind
Bro,
side.
I heard it
I
while
didn't
he
even
was
know that
saying it.
backstory.
I didn't want to cut him off, but I'm like, bro, I don't even think you peeped the puzzle piece you just laid down in front
I
of us.
did.
Honestly, no.
And I didn't even know
It
that backstory.
literally
But yeah, the
just
universe
came from-
blessed y'all.
Damn.
It came from both of y'all being humble enough to say, bro, I believe we gonna keep it moving. Whatever you need, I got you.
And we wasn't
And that-
on the same team at that time.
No.
Niggas just knew each other from doing work, and that's where it was even.
So
you know
let
what
me
I'm
say something real quick about relationships, and this is between fellas and between male and female. 50-50 ain't always the same shit.
In the game.
The 50 that I
Gang.
you shooting his video might not have had the same value that you thought a verse from him had. Doesn't matter.
Because at the time,
Doesn't matter.
I
Fair
was-
exchange, no robbery.
when I shot the video, I wasn't even planning on rapping. My dad had passed, and that kind of like accelerated
bless.
the pen.
Yeah, because he wasn't rapping at that point. That's why it was never a conversation
nothing
already.
out.
Yeah, so see how that shit just manifests
Yeah,
just from
that-
being
I never
thorough,
thought about
just
that,
from being
bro.
cool.
Like, I never thought about it.
I love this story. I got a
crazy.
goodie already. We got
Sipping with
plenty of
Sammie,
time
sipping
left.
with
Sammie, man. So he was,
getting
like I said with Shakur, he was already doing his own thing. So I didn't want to, and I'd be remiss
Boy,
not
I
to
had motion
mention,
for a
like
while.
he had a little, he might be mad, but he might have had a little situation with an ex-manager that I didn't know him, but, you know, he paid me for the video. I decided with Sco. I didn't give a fuck what was going on. I decided
went with
with
the
Sco.
artist.
You know what I'm saying?
You went with the artist.
I had no. I
Was
should
it an
have
energy
had
thing?
no
Was it
dog
an
in the
energy
fight.
thing or was it some hip hop shit?
It was both. It was both. It was.
That's a fair question, right?
It was a. That's a great question. That's a
right.
great question. It was both. I had no gripe with him personally. I didn't know him personally. I just had one business interaction with him, and it went smoothly.
Transactional.
Just from me being around him and knowing him from that short period of time, if he don't like somebody, you got to be really like a scumbag.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying?
You
That was
respect, yeah. See?
so. That's what I took from him. If he don't like you,
You one of them, though,
you gotta
bro.
really.
I'm just here's the
Scum of the earth.
Yeah, like, don't zip your lips, say
No,
something.
I'm not gonna let the Henny make me say what I want to say about that situation. That's what I'm not gonna do up here on Sipping with Sammie, because I can let the Henny tell me it's in my ear, like, say what you go. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just going because life is about moving forward. But yeah, no,
Facts.
that was part of the interaction. You know, third parties and you know.
I smell it. It's you know how you smell something in the air.
Yeah.
you
Don't-
just-
yeah. This ain't that.
Yeah.
Static electricity.
I ended up blocking ball. Hold on. They ain't do nothing to me personally. It just stank. It just
I got
smell
one.
good.
I got
man.
one of them, and I don't even block people, but I have a situation
Yeah,
like
it
that.
just
That's
smell
only
good,
had
bro.
for somebody else that was just.
like that.
I don't. It is what it is. I'd rather not.
But yeah, we all got, like, you know, and just even to bring things even forward a little bit more. It's funny because, you know,
Go in that box
Sai had
behind
mentioned
your
to
head.
me and was like, you know, just in
Grab the
trying to
black
expand the team, you know, you like, yo, Sco, what would you think of this?
One.
And I'm like, you know, I'll think on it. And then I pulled up. Yikes had a record that me and him did. I pulled up, did that joint. We was just kicking it. It was, you know what I'm saying? And then after a while, it was like, yo, you know what? Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And we made that happen.
It's bothering me. You need the same Dana.
That's fire.
You need the same Dana.
That's a fire. So they was both doing anything independently. I didn't want to mess. I didn't want to muddle anything up. But in the back of my mind, I was like, yo, this would be perfect if I can get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the other side of me still respected their own lane and their own craft and not wanting to. And also, I'm gonna be honest. Like a little small part of me was afraid of being turned down.
Rejection.
Yeah, it was.
Imagine
It
in
was.
NBA terms though. It's like 215 UFO is already a squad. They already,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, moving, doing their thing. But now you got the opportunity to get two motherfucking, you know what I mean, mega superstars from other franchises.
Yeah.
Like in basketball terms. So now it's like, look,
This is a fair comparison.
we want this championship.
Right.
You dig? We gotta go get.
Right.
We gotta go get.
And it gotta work.
It gotta work.
It gotta work. It can't take away from no momentum.
That's what
I
I'm
wanna
saying.
see that.
Similar to what he said though. We had a conversation, bro. It's that time, bro. You know, because he was shooting my videos, like I said, for a minute.
Since
You know
Florida.
what I'm
You a
saying?
player.
Since
We gonna talk.
Cold.
You funny.
cold.
You know,
He's so regular.
He cold.
You funny.
He's cold.
You funny.
But yeah,
He's
man,
cold.
It's
Coolest
it's
nigga
my
in the
guy.
world. He's
It's
a
my
resident
guy.
hitman. We
I
call
told you
him,
when I
man.
met him, it was all love.
Yeah.
When I met him, and that wasn't long ago.
Energy on point.
Talking about a
man.
month ago or so.
Facts.
Yeah,
Shout out to
but-
Taste Creators.
But what you say?
But nah, what was I saying? Shit, I'm high right now.
Well, the conversation. Bringing.
We had the
Yeah.
conversation. He like, yo, bro, let's make it happen, man. It's about that time. And it's like, look, I've been doing my own thing. I actually had a crew years ago, and we fell out kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, do I really want to go that route again on some crew shit?
And he brought that to my attention
because
too.
you know how I go, bro.
That's so normal though.
It's like ego, like you said. We was talking before we start filming. Niggas' egos being placed. Niggas get the big head. All that type of shit that be going on, and I already been through that. So I'm like, do I really want to do that? But then it's like, it's my brother. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Charlie Brown thought he was bigger than Busta Rhymes. For the record.
I think I heard that too.
That's a fact.
Charlie
Busta
Brown.
one of my inspirations.
Why would you have
is
that
just
rap
funny.
name?
That's a fact though, right?
Busta, man.
But go ahead. But yeah, egos and shit.
But
Yeah.
nah, you know how it go normally. You know what I'm saying? So it's rare that you find crews. Shout out to the Locks. Shout out to other crews that
Held it down for real.
stood the test of time, and you know what I mean. So
I will say this.
I decided to get down, just like let's get this shit a shot.
It's not easy though.
It's not. Can I
not
just
easy.
add on to that real quick? What
Yes,
I will
please
say
do.
is
When you're going for the chip, man, it ain't gonna be easy. Though.
Exactly.
And you selling yourself short because if motherfuckers had their own situations and they willing to attach their flag to your flag, you doing something right, bro.
Yeah.
it's a belief system. You know what I'm saying? It's a belief system. But I'll say for myself, it was one of those things where it's like I understand why he was hesitant to bring it up because I was just coming out of a situation like he stated. You know, there was previous situation that I was in. It didn't end well,
Right.
and it didn't end well in a public fashion. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so it was one of those things.
I don't like
and
that for you.
not because like I was trying to
I like that for
perpetuate.
you.
That's how I felt, bro.
I don't like
So
that film.
right, so it was one of those things where I understood where he was coming from, but for me it was more so of a thing where I was like, and I never told him this, but before I made any decision, that's why I would just pull up. Oh, you got a studio session? All right, I'm gonna come kick it. Oh, you shooting the vid? All right,
Facts.
I'm gonna come kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like
He was checking the temperature.
I'm just,
Right.
but yeah,
Kicking the tire.
one of
Kicking the
those-
tire, so to speak.
But that was good though.
No,
because
you got to. You
that allowed people to be able to
You're not
just-
going
to
to jump
just-
in anything.
to just be able
No, I
to
gotta
grow
test the
genuinely
waters.
Right.
and be able to just have conversations. Cause
And
like,
I want to genuinely
'Cause
support
before-
you first while I'm doing that.
Right.
I don't want to just be calling you out places to test you. I want to go see what's going on, peep the
'Cause-
scene, and show you some love.
like I didn't know Sko prior to all of that. Like I knew Shakor though because like me
Some
knowing
things.
radio back then and then some business things. You know what I
things.
mean, he put me on some money.
I know niggas
You know
buy
what I mean?
cameras and shit. I know.
Listen.
I know. I
That
heard
was
it.
love. He put
That wasn't me. That was Yikes.
Not,
Yeah,
no, I'm saying
listen.
him,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
you know.
listen.
You made a couple chips.
Yeah,
Let's just say
he
that.
made a couple trips, put some money in my pocket, and I already knew, you know what I'm saying, he was solid. I'm like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, he rap, he hot. know what I'm saying? Like, I already know Shakur. Yeah, like, I didn't mind, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he brought it to us, like, yo, how you feel about
I had to bring it across the originators, the founders. Like, I had to, you know what I'm saying? And the response was
so to
overwhelming.
Yeah,
It made too much sense in my mind, but just like nothing can make too much sense at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because
it's always we gotta let him talk because he ain't talk much.
It's always a little doubt. It's always like a 1%, 5% chance something might not happen or it could go left. But in this situation, you know what I'm saying? It worked out. Like
1%, 5%. I should have been getting money with you.
No,
nigga, your life is beautiful.
No,
1 to 5.
Dealing with the people I'm dealing with, like
God numbers.
Dealing with the people I'm dealing with, like it's rare, like that it'll go bad. Like what these guys is rare that the situation will just go left. Like
I second what I just said 2 seconds ago.
Right.
Real quick, if it go left, it's only based off of some music shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's only based off of some music shit if it go left. Go
Don't
ahead,
speak for him. He wasn't saying that.
No, at the end of the day, we was like, for me and Radio, we was there before the music. For me and Yikes, we was there before the music.
Mm-hmm.
My man Low, shout out to him. We was there before the music. So, you know what I'm saying? Even with me and Shakur, it was there before the music. But I actually met Brasco through the music. You know what I'm saying? He was pulling, like you said, he was pulling up, checking the temperature. You know what I'm saying? He'll let niggas know, yeah, that shit hot. Like, we in the studio, yeah, putting his little input. Oh, yeah, do it this way, try it out. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
You put the same Dan on?
Huh? No, not yet. I was going to go on camera and do that. I covered up the other one to make sure.
I know you ain't throwing on to pull his bucket lower.
No, wait, real quick. I'll tell you one thing that, like, just in the process of putting everything together, and this was before I was official 215 UFO. I shot a video that Radio was shooting for me, and
which one?
When I tell you, it was actually 3 years ago today.
Damn.
3 years ago today.
It popped up on your Facebook or
On my
something?
Facebook. Take a guess.
I know what video he talking
You know what video it is
dope.
because that's when I said to myself, man, look, all right. So the video was for me. No, it's for me, right?
For me, I was about to say
we
that.
outside. I set up a fire ring, like a ring of fire, right?
That was hard. I ain't gonna lie.
I saw that clip.
That was hard.
So KILLA and Yikes pulled up to the video shoot. Now, mind you, it's about 10 degrees outside.
That was the first time you met him, wasn't it? Damn.
Not the first time I met him, but the
No,
first time.
he was at Down North shoot.
Yeah.
Right.
But he pulled up to the video shoot when it's 10 degrees outside. He not on the song. He ain't heard the song yet. He just pulled up to rock out. And I said to myself, just in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, that was gangster because
It's 10 degrees.
10 degrees outside.
This ain't a comfortable shoot, and shoots don't be comfortable.
And I only had a hoodie on.
It's 10 degrees. I'm in a public
you
area and I'm starting a fire.
Fact.
Like shit could have went way
Bad.
left.
No, it could have been bad.
In the middle of North Philly.
In the middle of North Philly, I'm starting a fire.
Was this one of them? I'm gonna leave my keys in my car, Jones.
KILLA pulled the car all
You
the
know
way
how
up to
this
where
time you gotta
the
leave your keys in your car.
Yeah, niggas didn't park and leave the car. Niggas pulled the car into the lot. And was like,
we all on fire.
But everybody, you know what I'm saying?
We was in
hopped out
Duke's
the window.
neighborhood. We was good, though.
Yeah, no, we was outside though, man. It was just one of those things where, like, you know what I'm saying, just after conversations, and it was like, and then Radio.
All of this shit is so refreshing.
That he was like, yo, my man Shakor coming into the fold too. And the first time me and Shakor met, we did a record. Like one of the records that like we still perform to this day that people love when we do that, John.
Which one?
Finish Your Food.
Damn.
That was the first time me and Shakor met. Was Finish Your Food.
First
I
time.
love how you learning so much about your niggas right now. This is hilarious.
I was there. I'm in the video.
He was there.
I
We shot
shot
the
the
video.
video.
You like, but that was the joint?
We
That's
pulled
crazy.
up. We had the
either,
beat. Me, Shakor, and Yikes did our verses. Shot the video same day. That was the first time I met Shakor.
And that's one of the fan favorites. Finish Your Food. Like the first record we did together.
That's one of the joints that get performed and people
niggas
they start singing along. Finish your food,
Damn,
boy.
Yeah.
Finish your
Shout out
food,
to
boy.
Don. He made the.
Matter of fact, Don did the beat.
Yeah, Triple R.
Don did the beat.
Shout out to my guy, man.
You see how it all
produced-
come full circle?
He produced what?
I
the
keep
whole-
telling everybody,
the
if you're
whole
emotional, you
compilation?
gotta
He
know all the
produced
same.
I say like 90%. He
He
produced
produced
like 90% of our compilation.
I got
That's fire.
Yeah, he produced like 90 75 to 90% of
Did
the
he say that
compilation.
when I interviewed him? Y'all watched it. Did he say that? He didn't say that.
No, he didn't.
He didn't even say that.
Don on his.
Nah, you gotta cut it out, yo.
No.
That's
You
crazy.
gotta give him a
He's so
pass.
locked in on the
He
visual.
on his videography joint, bro.
And he's
He on his video
Bro,
joint.
Bro, he on his videography joint heavy, bro.
Niggas be giving me. I'm
He's
like,
super
bro,
dope.
He a
you
dope producer,
giving me
man.
your history, and you done had moments
Bro.
niggas would die for. Like, man,
Hey,
we
listen.
all outside.
Don got a magic camera. He ain't thinking about beats no more, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
but that's amazing.
He got
though.
a magic. He ain't thinking
Hell
about
yeah,
beats.
he did.
But I gotta fast forward the story though, right?
Yes, we do.
Would have been only because like
You do.
it all leads up to what's the benefits since being a conglomerate, since bringing all of these things together. What has changed individually as a group? Like, is it a numbers thing? Is it an impact thing? Is it an opportunity thing? Have all of those, like anybody that doesn't have on a purple daughter Scully.
Well,
Yes.
well, I'm gonna say for me, I think I actually put like my first. I started taking it more serious around like 2019, 2020 when I actually started going to DistroKid and putting my music out there. Like before then, me, Radio, and Ford and Still Low, we did like a couple little shows and stuff, but I wasn't taking it serious to the point like I need an album, all that. So that put me in the mind frame like, man, I could put a project out after I put 2 singles out and they was filling the 2 singles. I'm like, okay, I could do a project. I think I dropped my project. Did I drop it 2020 later that year? Did I put it or 2021?
2020.
Whenever it was, the whole situation made me drop a project, and then the following year, I believe I dropped the EP. But it's like what they say, still sharp as steel, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Like Shakur, he moving.
Nobody denies that.
If you look Shakur up, he got like 6-7 albums rolling.
Yeah.
You look Brasco up, he doing numbers on Spotify. I was like, damn. You bring guys in like that, you want to either match it or go better. You know what I'm saying?
It looks good on you, brother.
So
Appreciate
for sure,
Appreciate
so
you. I had
like
to
still
get it
sharp
right.
as steel,
Let's get
man.
it right.
Like
Nah, I like
it just bring the creativity out of a person. Like man, listen, I gotta work too. Like they can't be working and I'm sitting back looking like what this guy do on the crew? Like what the hell he be doing? No, I'm working too, just
Have
like
fun.
y'all. Like so.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it brought out. That's what it brought out of me. It brought that fire out to put more music out, be more creative, and just get out there more. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel
Go
like
ahead, Shoulders.
I feel like people feel
Shoulders.
people feel the crew shit is missing, man. We was talking about this too, man.
I got to
It's
joke with him because they already gonna like him, so I can't harm him at all. At this point.
funny as shit.
I'm just drawing attention to his muscles anyway.
That's why I sat all the way over here. I was sitting next to him. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing I can do. He hasn't flinched.
Yo,
Every time I told a joke, he like, yeah.
Yo,
This nigga's LL for real.
Right, that's what, yo, sitting next to him makes me 10 pounds heavier. Whatever, nah. I'm not. You can't sit directly next to the nigga that got the muscles out.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm not,
man.
I'm not
Bro,
dealing with
put
this
your
nigga
drum back
Shakur
on,
today,
man. You're embarrassing us, man.
Where's your hoodie? Somebody get this nigga a hoodie.
Yeah, my bunk ain't even buy yours on the tour bus. Fuck that.
I got the bottom bunk.
But go ahead. You old gangster. All right.
I got the bottom.
You going JB? Anyway.
The crew shit, bro. I feel like it's missing in the game, man. And I feel like we bringing something to the table that's it's people want it, and we here to supply. You know what I mean? The demand
For sure.
on some rap shit. It's like
Like even
we bring Wu-Tang up, Griselda.
let me go back a little bit.
Who else?
Yeah,
Rap
Griselda,
crews.
Wu-Tang,
State Property, of course.
State Property.
Shout out to Prop.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
it ain't
gang.
it ain't too many crew. Well, they definitely say Griselda and Wu-Tang is a mixture of like 215 UFO. So,
We get that comparison.
Y'all get
yeah,
that
we
a
get that
lot.
comparison
Yeah, we
a
get that
lot.
comparison.
I get that a
Because
lot.
of the number of
yeah.
members we got and the type of music we make.
I don't think that's fair though. I don't think it's. I feel like I like that
I don't
shit.
like the
I
box.
see what he
don't
said.
like
I get the
box,
take, but-
I respect the
Cause
comparison.
I ain't
It's
gonna hold you.
a blanket. It's a blanket take, and I'm not mad at it though.
But
Yeah,
hip hop
'cause-
is based on comparisons and arguments.
No, I'm not
It is.
mad at the comparison in itself.
Opinions.
I'm not
Everybody's
mad at the
opinion.
comparison itself. I think it's just a blanket take. If you
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's based on
'Cause
just the
it's-
crew
it's-
alone.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
styles.
Because we all are actually individual artists too. We all have
Right.
individual
Facts.
careers. So, within all 5.
Which doesn't
others.
separate you from either one of those 2 groups, by the way.
I mean,
It don't, but to a certain extent, see, I think the thing that for me personally, when I hear those comparisons, I feel like it's lazy for people who know rap.
Right.
For people who don't know rap, say whatever you want. That's cool. But for people who know rap, if you listen to anything, you hear the difference. And I'm not saying it's a bad comparison at all.
Me
I just
either.
think it's slightly lazy. It's
also
the same way
either.
like when people automatically compare. I can't even think of the other comparison right
But
now.
I also think it's a byproduct of people yearning for crews and having black
definitely.
listen, Wu-Tang is my
And
favorite
I
group
think like
of
the
all
void,
time.
the void that we started
Yeah.
with is part of the reason. I don't
I'm
wanna say
not
the
mad
problem.
at it. It might sound like
because they
the
never
exact
say it
reason.
as a negative.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the thing.
exactly.
Nobody ever
No,
says
no,
it
no,
as
no.
a negative.
I'm not putting that on you, but yeah, clarify.
So it
More than welcome
would
to
be
clarify.
different if they were saying it as a negative, like, oh, they sound like.
No,
They
it's a
never
fact.
say that we sound like anything because 215
They
UFO
make
unique
comparisons
from ordinary.
too.
They're more so looking at the optics of it and saying
Facts.
anything with more than 3 people. If it's three niggas, you're the locks.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like if it's 2 niggas rapping, you're Mob Deep. If it's
Right.
3 niggas rapping, you're the Locks. If it's 4 or more, you're Griselda or
How
Blue.
Nori
It's
always
only
say
it's
all
only
them
but
niggas
so
is
many.
the reason that CNN exists. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, it's
You know
the
what I'm
thing.
saying? It's like the same way you look at basketball. When niggas see niggas play basketball, a rookie comes in, they say, oh, we compare him to, or like during the draft, they be like, oh, what's the comparable?
What the fuck did that do for Harold Miner?
There, you know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? But I
What happened to Baby Jordan?
No, it's
My
a fact.
cousin used to wear this nigga jersey all the time. I used to be like, bro, they called him Baby Jordan.
He was supposed to be.
He
born.
pretty much articulated my point. He pretty much said what I was trying to
He
say
wasn't that.
30 times better. Pretty
He had a
much.
good dunk
That's
contest.
exactly what I was trying to say.
But yeah, that's the main thing. Is like I'm cool with the comparisons because it's never about the actual raps. It's more so about the optics of it all.
Right,
And my thing is
That's what I
the
was trying to
optics
say.
worked for Wu-Tang and the optics are working for Griselda. I'm not about to sit here and be like, I'm not gonna be mad at something that is actually working.
Facts.
It would be different if
That's-
niggas
that's
was
my-
like, yo,
that's
them
my
niggas
take on
remind me of Smiles and South Stars.
my
That would
take.
be
They
different.
They comparing
Like then
us
that's
to niggas
offensive.
that's
Well, the
up there, you know what I'm saying, in
the
game,
conversation
so I look
has
at it
y'all
as a
in
good
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Exactly,
conversation, y'all exist in the conversation.
that's
The
all you can ask
conversation will evolve the more that y'all do.
That's a good
That's a
point.
fact.
I look
That's
at it as a
fact.
good
The more that y'all
No, I do
And
too. I do
think
too.
they not giving
I'm
credit.
nitpicking though. You know
And
what I'm
I
saying?
think that people skip over, if you want to be for real, you should be honored to be in a conversation because people don't bring up Cold Camp.
Right.
They don't bring up what Jid and them did. Like, they don't bring up all of that.
Yeah.
And it's the same shit. Bunch of talented motherfuckers that's
Right.
like-minded in one area that figured out a way to get business done.
That's a fact.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And have some fun while you do it and keep each other safe.
And everything is going to get compared to something because if you're not the first, then
Gonna be
people
compared.
even if you don't know that, like even if you're not familiar with who did it first, you might be in a place and somebody be like, oh damn, that reminds me of so and so. You be like, who the fuck is so and so? And they might put you on to it like, oh, this is that and the third, and it's
And
like
there's a lot of people pretending that they know Wu-Tang.
Ah,
Like,
With the
Let's
So-
be for real.
I mean,
that's the
There's a
fact.
lot of
I like
niggas
that.
that's
I like that
pretending
too.
that they know Wu-Tang.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you.
you.
I, like you said,
I
I'm
blame
the
the TV
Hey,
show.
Killer.
I love
watch
the
your
show,
mouth,
though.
Killer.
Radio.
No, let me say it. Let me get that shit off. Get
I
that shit
ain't-
off, Killer.
I ain't
Killer.
saying nothing disrespectful
Killer hates
about the
hip-hop.
No,
All right.
talk your shit about what the
Bro, I want to hear more from you. Talk.
Killer hates hip hop.
Listen, no, I don't hate hip hop.
No, I'm fucking with
But
you. dog.
like you said, I'm the youngest out the crew, so
Facts.
like
In between what they consider the bullshit and the cool shit, you get both.
exactly. So
Facts.
like when they say we
Let's go
compared to
ahead and
Wu
put it right
Tang
there.
and
I'm one of them
Griselda,
in my circle.
like when they put me on Griselda for real, I knew about Wu Tang, but they wasn't groups that I listened to a lot like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And so when the rapping came about and certain beats got played, and for me to be involved with these beats and be on the track,
I need
I
understanding.
got it right. I need to understand it, and I gotta be able to try to rap that style
A certain way,
because
yeah.
that wasn't my style. Like I'm more like trap beats or like club
Facts.
beats type. But
You gonna bounce on something, but not
Right.
that bop.
and then I ended up bopping on that.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
So it fit, and then
sharp now.
like I ain't gonna hold you. On my way down here, I was listening to Benny the Butcher new album. You know what I'm saying?
What you think about it?
Everybody
Good?
can't go.
Just a
Everybody-
short answer,
It's
because I want you to finish your story.
on a scale from 1 to 10, I give it like a 7.
Ain't bad.
I give it a
because he
7.
tried a lot of new stuff from
Yeah,
what I've been
exactly.
hearing. And that's
Exactly.
fair. I think
And
that's
And
great.
that's what you
I
have
like-
to do when you sign with a
You
major.
have to,
I
and we
like
don't
what
know
he-
which
Right.
one gonna go.
That's
Right.
Def Jam.
And-
That's his first album with Def Jam.
And I like that he didn't try to overdo it and put like 19, 20 tracks on there. So that's a plus for me as well. He said, let me try something different, but I ain't going to go all the way out and try to give him 19 songs of something different and it might not work. But for me, it's between that one and what was the other one where he had his eyes crossed out, the big forehead showing.
Burden of Proof.
Burden of
Burden
Proof,
of
the Hit
Proof,
Boy
yep.
album.
I like that
Yeah.
joint too. Like them two is like my kind of my favorite joints.
So you
from
could
him.
resonate with it, and you could build pockets based on that. Cadences.
I feel like I can. Like, but I build cadences kind of off of these guys. Like if they,
I would
if they-
imagine so.
Yeah. If I go in and they got their verses laid, and I'm like, now. And the crazy part is most of
He's
the time,
really me in the studio with my old. This is hilarious, yo.
most of the time we write our verses away from
I
each
be
other.
with the Booze Brothers in them for the record.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Most of the time we write our verses
ain't
away
no
from
Sammie
each other.
without a clever or
Right.
him low.
Right.
But go ahead, bro.
Most of the time we write our verses away from each other, and then we come in the studio, and it just like to see the look on their faces because they ain't hear it, so they be like, "Ooh, shit." And that's how everybody be. Like if we don't get that feeling, like, "Ooh shit," we'll let them know, like,
Switch hands. I need to shake your hand for doing your motherfucking job.
For sure.
As the youngest
For
in
sure.
charge, do your job, my nigga.
He's a professional.
Sure.
man.
No, I love that, man.
But yeah, like it's at the end of the day, it's like if they criticize me on something, it ain't coming from. I don't take it as it's coming from a place of dislike or hate. It's coming
Never,
from
never.
a place of we gotta get it right. This will help, and it's love. Like you know
And
what I'm
this is
saying?
what my understanding is
right
of.
right. So
Take from it what you can.
exactly.
It's
sharp
one of
as
those. It's
steel,
one of those
man.
things. And matter of fact, I was having a conversation with Yikes, and it was like because I was just working on something, and he was like, "Yo," he was like, "If I don't tell you this, and then it goes out and it looks bad, it's a reflection on me because you brought it to me first."
I got mad at one of
you
my
can't-
homies.
You can't, like I can't let you like
Right.
like he was giving me constructive criticism, and I was cool with the constructive criticism, but like as I was trying to fix what the issue was with what I was working on, he was like, "Nah, that ain't it," and I'm like, "All right, cool," but he was like, "Yo, I'm only nitpicking because when you put that out there, like it's for all of us too, and I can't let you look bad because I care about how you look." His exact
Right.
words, he's like, "I care about how it looks
Two
for you
things.
and us."
Two things. I know from an artistic point and an athletic point,
Mm-hmm.
there's certain times where you just don't want to hear that shit.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
as a man, artist, athlete, you got to get over that shit.
Yeah.
But that might be one of them times where, as friends, we have a break.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna say some crazy shit, but
Yeah.
you might be dead right. You know how I go, right?
Right, right.
Because
And-
everybody don't want to hear that, like especially when somebody like when you think it's finished, and like
Or when you insecure and you trying to figure it out.
trying to figure it out.
Yeah, when you trying to
Facts.
figure it out.
You
yeah.
see, when you
But
still
that's-
trying to wrap your head
That's
around.
the best
Yeah.
time to talk to people you trust. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing.
But
If
you
there's no
gotta,
trust
you
there-
gotta break
Yeah, you
that.
gotta- yeah, you gotta- you
shoulders
gotta
down.
get to that
You gotta
point.
put your shoulders down.
We gotta humble ourselves
You gotta-
within the
yeah,
crew, though.
for
You know
sure,
what I mean?
for
Because
sure.
sometimes if shit ain't hot, if shit ain't right, you know what I mean? Who want to hear that?
But
Nobody
I
want to hear that.
literally,
But
I threw
we
one
gotta
of
do
my,
that. You know what I mean?
I
Hold
threw
each
one
other
of-
accountable.
I threw
Facts.
cookouts for 20 plus years, right? Every summer, sometimes twice a summer, because we was running around and we had extra money in August. It was like, do it again. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it.
And one time I threw my most expensive joint. We got it catered. About 15, 20 motherfuckers serving up. It's a hood joint, all of West Philly, all of uptown there. Like, it's crazy. One girl had on sneakers and they was Gucci. I'm keeping it G. Like, it was crazy out there, right? But the reason we went so hard was because my man was like, I'm going to do the cookout with you to promote my mixtape.
Okay,
I'm releasing my mixtape. We going to shoot a video at the joint, this, that, and third.
that's dope. Feels so right.
One of the rappers that I support the most out my circle, like I really believe in him. But when I finally heard the mixtape after the cookout,
Oh man,
78% of it sounded the same.
not 78.
Dang.
Sounded the same.
78 is a lot.
And it ain't like them was all the records he had. Them was all the records he chose. And there's a reason he didn't let me hear it.
What you telling? That's what I want to know.
It was the same sentiment from earlier what was just being said. Like, I'm only saying it because if I don't say it now and it goes out. But if you one of the most vocal homies and one of the most, I was the Kid Rockin' Shells homies, niggas sometimes try to duck that.
Yeah.
But see, like
You see what I'm saying?
see, like,
and
my
that
thing
hurts.
my
Because
thing
I
is-
would have told you, like, bro, give me one of these and that's cool.
Right.
But
The truth
this
hurts.
sounds like boop, 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 boop.
Right.
We got youngins putting out better projects that don't rap as good as you.
How about that?
And that's real.
You gotta
And
be
that'd be the
truthful with
crazy
people,
part.
bro. The truth hurts sometimes.
Yeah. And my thing is, I'd much rather you hear it from me because I care.
Right.
As
Then
opposed
have
to
to
as
be
opposed to you
exposed for
having
it.
as opposed to you having to hear it from a stranger who don't give a damn about how you feel afterwards.
You're not even going to hear it. You're going to feel it.
Right.
They're just not going to feel it.
Right,
In front of you.
Right, yeah, exactly.
sit
But
there.
I would much rather.
You going to keep playing shit. They're going to be like,
I would much rather tell somebody that trusts my opinion, yo, either say, yo, that ain't it, or maybe have you thought about this because this is what I'm hearing. I'd rather you hear it from me because then that way everybody who I tell something like that knows that it's coming from a place of I'm hearing it from a musical standpoint, and I just want you to be the best you can possibly.
and I'm
be.
not the label telling you to make a LL record.
Right. I'm just
telling you to
what I
spice
hear.
this bitch up or flatten this out or this needs
That's
to
it,
be
that's all.
retouched.
That's it. That's all. And you got to be able
Or
to take
when
that
you did that,
constructive criticism.
you missed the moment. You need to go back in and take advantage of that moment. You sold it short a little bit on that. That was the part they was gonna sing, nigga.
Yep. You got to be able to tell
It
them.
be little
People
shit
like that,
sometimes.
bro.
Like
People like that.
I got a homie. He told me, he said, I'm like he wasn't feeling my work or whatever. I'm like, what's going on? Like what?
that's just harsh
tell me,
to any rapper.
like
yo.
tell me what it is.
Nobody want
And
that.
he was like, it's not your words. He said, I feel like it's your delivery. Like you don't got the emotion behind it.
You just
And I'm
going
like,
through the
oh, all
motions or you reading.
That's what he's
Sound
like.
like
You
you
sound like
reading.
you reading. So now
I've been
I feel
at A&R
like
before.
yeah. So but when I now, well, I'm not gonna say now, but lately when I've been putting music out, like my verse would be damn near mesmerized. Even if I
Now, nigga, not just say lately, nigga. That's how it is, nigga.
yeah, but
It's the standard, nigga. The standard is the standard.
That is
nigga.
the standard. Even if I got my phone, I already got my flow, and like, so it's not gonna sound like I'm reading off the phone. But
Facts.
he was just saying like you just missing emotion behind it. And like Yike's brother OG, which is his older brother, he would call me
Shout out to OJ.
like if I put something out, he'll criticize. He'd be like, "Killer, you should have did this." Then if I put something else out, he'd be like, "Man, you fucked that joint up. Like that's the pocket you need to be in." When
And
it
you
comes
figured out the difference.
Like he feel as though I need to gear towards some of the women, more towards the women and making
I'm
checks
getting
for
a
the
lot of
ladies
nods from Fabio. Go ahead.
and making checks for the ladies and stuff like that or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I got a couple records like that, but like I just take it all in as all right, this person told me this thing.
But
this
you
person
know
told me
why,
this
yo?
thing, but I still gotta be creative and put my twist on it as
You
because
still-
it's my creative. You know what
You
I'm
still a
saying?
bull, right?
Fact.
Where you
For
from,
sure.
bro? Where you from?
I'm from North.
What part?
Like 33rd and Diamond. I'm 33rd and Cumberland.
Right. It's hard being handsome, right?
It is.
You see what I'm saying?
It
Like,
is.
bro,
Yeah, I mean,
and on top of that, you get along with niggas. You cool in every
sure.
barbershop and
For
ballpark,
sure.
right?
From here down Nicetown, that's my folks down
You
there.
have
like,
to exhibit
everywhere.
all of that.
Right.
The confidence that you have in real life has to pertain to everything. The
Right,
same
for
reason
sure.
that
I'm glad
my-
I'm ugly because that shit sounds stressful.
Bro,
I'm
it's
I'm
hard
I'm
work.
glad. I'm
Niggas
glad
think
I'm
you
big,
dope.
blonde, and ugly. Nigga.
Niggas
That
don't
shit
think you
sounds
dope if
stressful.
you
I'm
cute,
cool on that shit.
nigga.
Fuck
But
that.
and I'm not calling my man cute, but he know what I'm saying.
I
Like,
feel you, I feel
but
you.
it's a thing where when you come from this city where everybody know everybody auntie can rap.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta display that T.I. confidence when he was standing on top of Hummer saying, "I'm the king of Atlanta" outside the club and nobody was saying shit. And that pertains to niggas, bitches, dope fiends, and promoters.
That's a fact.
You gotta cover all your bases.
That's a fact.
Said
Like
the bad-
literally,
the bad guy,
you keep
nigga.
saying the smallest
the
out
bad
the
guy,
crew,
right?
the
The
youngest
bad
out the
guy.
crew, they all gonna stand on the side of that Hummer. you good.
Right.
Facts.
Tell them how you feel on
sure.
all accounts, and that's what they
I
fighting for.
am. I
Because
am,
you know
though,
what?
yeah.
Some of them don't even give a fuck about the
I
shit you
am.
give a fuck and have an expertise in.
That's a fact.
But I tell
So
them,
they waiting for you to give it up.
No,
I
that's a
tell them
fact.
all the time, like this shit is more like rap now is more of a lot of people
Swagger
is
shit?
just pop. Yeah, it's like swagger shit, but a lot of people just pop it because they popular. They not pop it because they hot. Like
I made a
Like
lot of
they
money
music
promoting
is-
parties off of that.
right, like a lot of people not really pop
So
because
it's
their
a
music
bag of
is
being
hot.
popular.
You know
They
what I'm
don't be
saying?
hot. They just popular.
They just
man.
popular. Like, but I
So
mean,
it's time to
whatever.
get
It's a
popular.
difference though, because we really got talent. you
Yeah,
feel me?
like
We really-
like if you
we really
you put
with
us
this
up
shit.
against any nigga that's popping right now and that swear they hot or whatever. I don't want to name drop or nothing like that. But bar for bar, niggas will get washed.
We need
like,
a scandal.
Niggas will get washed.
Y'all don't need a scandal. Y'all need to keep it
just-
true.
Nigga,
That's
And I'm gonna
fact.
keep it
that's-
G.
I'm
If
trolling.
If they
I'm
compare
trolling.
y'all to Griselda, Griselda is an example of it can work if
No,
you
that's
keep
a
it
fact.
decent and build your
That's a
motherfucking
fact.
platform.
I'm trolling.
But
I'm
that's,
trolling.
that's
But hold on,
that's
hold on.
across the board. That's in life.
Oh, yeah, you go ahead.
like
You go
in
ahead.
general, the main thing that people always try to do is they always try to take the shortcut.
Yeah.
And
Right.
the shortcut involves bringing other people, like pulling other people into what you have to do in terms of like still a little bit of light over there, still a little bit of light over here, and it works for certain people. But at the same time, I mean, when you have talent and you have consistency, talent and consistency will beat the flash in the pan every
Facts.
time.
You know the
gotta
funny
have that
thing?
Work ethic, yeah.
I
Work
knew
ethic,
he was
work
going to
ethic,
transition
yeah.
me into what I was about to say. I need to hear discographies. And we're going to start from my brother in the red shirt. I'm not going to say the
It's gonna be a
shoulders.
minute with hell.
Aaron
Listen.
Shakur. No, that's why we starting
Yeah,
this.
we gotta-
Because he said the least, and he a bull.
But the
you
still
gonna be a
sharp and
little
still
minute.
shit, real quick. But the still sharp and still shit that Killa had mentioned earlier, that's what it is with us. Because I'll give just quick example. January 1st, January 1st this year, this nigga drops a video, right? And all I do is hit the group chat and say, "Oh motherfucker, you put one on the board early, huh? Midnight, January. All right, cool. Watch this." Because then, because for me, it's like that's my guy. And when people ask me about certain rap shit, Shakur name come up because they see us doing like super rap shit a lot. And so I'm like, no, I ain't gonna let this nigga get one up on me. Hold up. And I seen you got another one getting ready to drop. I'm on your heels. I see you.
I love that.
see you,
You know,
nigga.
we keep it friendly.
Friendly
competitive.
competition.
Friendly competition.
But,
friendly
but,
competition.
but, but you start and let the
man.
people
Yeah,
know
tell them everything.
how
you got.
long and what you got out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
because
Can
I
I
think
say
it's
something real
important.
quick? He got so much he had to actually pull it.
No,
out.
he
I got
pulled
too
it up.
much,
He
bro.
took
I got-
notes.
I ain't
This
gonna lie,
motherfucker opened up his own. What's that? Apple Music.
Apple Music, but look,
He
you
went to
should.
his profile.
As you should.
Let's give it up for
Let's
that.
go.
the next album I drop will be my 10th album, man.
Woo.
Since 2019.
Number 10 since
the
2019.
year 2019, I've been on the fucking
Get out of our
run.
fucking city. You ain't
You
even
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
born here. Tired of
I
you
need everybody to go
motherfuckers.
download, stream Garden State Gangland, drop that. The album Missing, Trust the Process 1, 2, and 3.
This nigga's BG.
Yo Audio. They even
Choppers in the
hated
ghetto.
on
1, 2,
Jesus.
Even
even.
hated
hated on Jesus.
They even hated on Jesus.
That's one of my favorite.
God is the
parts.
greatest.
God
That
is
one
the
too.
greatest.
Out right now. Shakur World. Shout out to Whip Beats.
Yeah, Shakur World.
Shout out to these album titles.
Bro, he's
Yo,
a legend
I've
with
been-
the
I've been
names,
going
ain't he?
crazy, bro.
Shout out to these album titles.
I've been going crazy, man. And,
No, but that's how you build an audience because they identify with the title just as much
Fact.
as the
Just as
energy.
much as the
Like,
music.
like the
The titles,
title
the
is
artwork,
legendary. It creates
the
a
artwork
moment
too.
too.
God is the
The
greatest.
Artwork too.
Like I'm big on the artwork. I'm big on the whole presentation of the package.
Right,
and
right.
all that shit. You know
That
what I
shit
mean? I
gotta
feel like
be
it's
professional.
important.
Yeah,
Nah,
shit
that's
got
a fact.
Love
When
that.
I drop my shit, I like to always, of course I'm in competition with, niggas that's on my level, but I always aim high too. Like if niggas is dropping, Benny, whoever, Stove God, any of these niggas dropping, yeah, I'm checking what they doing. I'm seeing what the artwork looking like. I'm seeing what the rollout looking like.
Are you
feel
working?
me? And
Are you
I'm
working?
trying to do it on my scale though. 'Cause
Are you recording enough ahead of time that if the niggas say, "Yo, I'm dropping in 2 weeks," you can put what out too?
yeah,
I feel like he is
The way
because
You record a lot
I record a lot, and
because them
on top
niggas
of
is
that,
animals.
on top of that, the way I create, I can lock in with Bear One. Shout out to Bear One.
right.
Shout
I
out
can
to
lock
Bear.
in with him, and we
Shout
can
out to
we
the
can
great
knock out
Bear
an
One.
album.
Bear
We can
One
knock
is-
out an album in 48 hours.
Bare one is production.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be clear.
Production, DJ, and engineering.
I want to be clear. I want to be clear.
Engineering.
You might have been talking about a compilation project.
Production, DJ, and engineering.
Engineer, man.
If you-
Yeah, DJ too.
If you look at Aaron Shakur albums, they got 7 tracks. 7
Facts.
tracks is considered the album.
Wait to bring that up.
So yeah, because I want y'all to know, like, while he say he can knock out an album in 48 hours, like he might knock out 2 in like
That 48.
a week. Yeah, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? A week at the most, he can knock out 2 albums because that's his like signature formula right there.
The God number, you heard?
7 tracks.
I was about to ask, is it specific to that?
Yeah, the God number.
The God number. That's 7 tracks.
Because you know that's
every
the first
album.
thing I heard. With everything is 7. It's like,
Yeah.
Facts.
all right.
So he might put out 2
Like
or
I
3
said, I was
in the
raised by
year. You
what I
know
was
what I'm
raised
saying?
God is the greatest, you heard?
And the Recording Academy, learned through Kanye West when Daytona, I think it was,
Right.
was nominated for the Grammy.
Right.
You realize that you could be nominated with 7 songs too.
With
Do you-
7
so
songs.
So
do you-
on top of that, 7 is the
So you
minimum.
submitting for Grammys?
Shit, Lord willing.
Yeah, he should be up there.
Facts.
Not right now, but we gonna talk it into existence.
Facts.
On Sippin' with Sammie. We gonna
Facts.
talk it into existence.
Facts.
You know
He
what
should
I
be
mean?
up
Gotta
there.
put our hat in the ring.
Facts.
God is the greatest.
Grammy acknowledged,
God is the
Grammy
greatest,
nominated.
y'all.
It's a process.
I feel
Believe
like,
that.
I feel like you
Believe that, man.
get the right ears on you. They gonna be like, yeah, he deserve one of them. He deserve to be up there, nominated. You know what I'm saying? You get the
Facts.
right ears. Listen, we
Yo,
can take.
keep him.
Listen, I'm gonna keep it.
Don't
up.
let him go nowhere.
I ain't
wasn't
going nowhere.
no
Keep him.
motherfucking way.
Don't let him go nowhere. Get him a Hummer to stand on.
Listen, man.
And a bullhorn.
Here's the thing, though,
Get
right?
him a Hummer and a bullhorn.
Everybody think I'm killer security when he's the most dangerous out of all of us.
No,
Like,
nigga.
yo, that's the thing, though. Niggas, like, we go somewhere, niggas be like,
We was just talking about
like, yo,
barbershops
can
and
I holler at
basketball
Killer real
courts. I
quick?
know who I'm sitting by.
like, yo, can I holler at Killer real quick? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Like, yo, that's crazy.
Please
Asking me and
do.
shit.
You know what's
Yeah,
going on?
that
I'm going to watch to see how this goes. He good.
is-
No, that's hilarious.
That's
Go ahead,
heavy
bro.
right
Like I said,
there.
I'm standing behind my guys, and I ain't backing down for nothing. Like, it is what it is.
Hit him with
the
the
first one with
discography,
the
Killer.
shits.
Hit him with the discography.
My discography.
Thank you, fellas, because that's what I was
That's the
on.
liquor on me.
You
yeah.
really co-hosted right now.
I used to
He's
do this
hilarious.
shit. I used to do this shit before.
He
you know
is
what I'm saying? I did this shit for a
hilarious.
little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I need to drink some more. This nigga got it.
Let's keep the show moving.
Got it. No, but I'm fucking with y'all, bro.
So currently, I ain't gonna hold you compared to these guys. I feel like I need to catch up. I
You
have.
didn't have to say that, man.
Listen, but I'm gonna keep it a bean. This
Y'all
is me.
all is
I'm
super
keeping
humble.
I'm keeping it a
It's
bean.
cool.
Oh,
I'm
wait till
keeping
you
it
get
a
to me.
bean.
I ain't about to be humble at all. Just wait
Yeah.
till you get to me. Well, I got you. I
I'ma
got you.
hype you up
No,
if
I
you
got you.
don't.
We're gonna turn up.
All right.
We're gonna turn
Listen,
up.
I'm keeping it a bean.
Right.
I have one album out which is Don't Doubt Me. I have an EP out which is called 6 Cents. It's 6 tracks on there.
Love that shit.
That EP crazy. The album
up?
crazy too. I dropped 2 singles. One is called Fuck This Checkup and the other one is called Disloyalty. But
right
this
now.
year,
Fact.
right, all that shit is out right now. Go tap in. You type in Killa Kai, KILLA space KHY. You gonna find everything.
Right.
I did my latest video was called Militant.
That's my shit.
Yeah. So, but other than that, I got a lot of stuff that I need to get situated this year because I'm
You see how
Oh,
much
I
shit he
respect that.
recited without pulling up his own profile? It's like,
Listen.
nah,
Like
fuck
that.
with you.
Bro,
I'm on. Listen, I
I
gotta
know you a legend. I know.
look between these 3
smoke a lot.
I
dudes.
smoke a lot of weed too.
And he do push-ups.
You and me both.
Facts. Heavy push up.
Go ahead, bro.
One
Between
hand
these 3
draws.
dudes, I gotta catch up a
Because
little
I got a
bit.
serious question for him in a second.
I gotta catch up a little bit between these 3 dudes. But I got stuff in the tuck. Like I got stuff in the tuck. It's just
you do,
when I
man.
put it out, I
Niggas
gotta
ain't
put it out
really
the
active.
right way. I gotta put it out the right way. I gotta have the nice visuals, the nice artwork.
Man, this-
Me and Sko, we got a song that's gonna drop. That's going.
We got one.
Yeah, we definitely got one. He
You gotta
did
tell
his
him
thing
about-
on
You
there.
gotta tell him about niggas ain't really
Oh, yeah,
active. though.
active-
Look,
active is on-
When this nigga perform, niggas ain't really active.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
be
give
in
a fuck
my
where
bag.
we at. We could be in
That
church.
shit turn up.
We could be a baby shower. We could be
That
at
shit ain't-
motherfucking.
that shit
where
turn
we
up.
could be at school. We could be at.
We could be at a bar mitzvah.
We could be at a
We could
bar
the
mitzvah.
That's
Nigga, we
on.
could be in a- we
That's
could be
on
in
the
a delivery room
compilation.
in a hospital.
Type
You
in.
put on motherfucking niggas ain't really active.
Niggas ain't
That
really
shit
active.
is
Give them
gonna
a
get
clip.
crazy.
They want to be actors. I ain't
You know what I'm
going.
saying?
But listen,
I gotta give my nigga Killer
Fact.
flowers.
yeah, active is definitely a crowd favorite. We 9 times out of 10 that's getting on the show list of wherever we perform. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? That's on it. That's on the compilation. You Forever, the compilation. That's
Damn, the
you
comp.
type that in. Yeah, that's another thing we working on this year. The compilation number 2. We gonna drop that. And but
Get that
yeah,
first one. That
the
shit
first
out
one
right
is
now.
out right
Everywhere.
now. You Forever, the compilation. So,
Nice.
but yeah, that's my discography for so far. But I'm telling you, this year I'm hitting y'all with some shit. Y'all gonna be like, damn, this motherfucker working
I like that. I like that.
24
Henry.
shit, man.
for sure.
Just like Henry talked about Shakur Joint, I want to talk about Henry Joint for like a minute. If that's
Go
cool.
ahead, bro. You got.
I think what Henry brings to the table as far as, you know, his style and youthful energy is completely
Hold
different.
on, Henry is my last name,
Oh, my
everybody.
fault, y'all.
Yeah, he started Henry and you.
Yeah, he
fault,
like,
my fault,
he
y'all.
like,
I think he pointed to you.
I thought this nigga
My
name was
fault,
Killer
y'all.
Kyle. What
I
the
forgot where I was at, y'all. Killer Kyle.
Nigga
That's
pointed
my
at him.
last name. Don't nobody else call me Henry because I'm gonna look at you like, who the fuck is you talking to?
My
like,
fault, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So,
forgot where I was at for a second.
but
gotta
it's
know.
cool, bro. It's cool.
So he, like, if everybody's similar out of the group, he's the one that kind of is not, as far as how it sounds. You know what I'm saying? So if we have 5 songs to do on the show, it might be 4 of us on all of them some kind of way, but he got the solo drum.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
and it
right,
might be
right.
the opener or it might be the closer.
Right.
Because he brings a certain kind of energy. So it's definitely like a spot. He like a Draymond on our drum. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
that's hard.
you
Yeah.
need him to win
He-
the rings. You know what I'm saying?
You see what he said, Draymond? I be fucking niggas up. Yeah, put you in the
He out there
headline.
choking shit.
Get right to it, Killer.
He out there choking
Get
shit.
right to it,
Listen.
Killer.
Choking shit and laughing.
And we gonna take the fine.
And looking at and looking at
gonna
the
take
cops
the
like they
fine.
crazy.
Yeah, we gonna take the fine. Fuck that fine.
Yo, that's hilarious, yo.
215UFO.com.
You heard? That's
For
a
sure.
fact. I'm Radio SYHEEM. My first album, The OG Millennial, came out in 2020. It had a variety of producers. My first album, my dad passed a couple months earlier, and I just felt like I had stuff to talk about and rap about.
Classic.
That's the opposite of Nori, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah.
My pops just died. And I dropped the bullshit out. My pops just died.
Yeah,
I
nah.
didn't even with a rap because my pops
And
just died.
It wasn't all about my dad either, but I just felt like I had some things to say. Second album, The OG Millennial, came out 2021. That one I was in a little better space. It had a lot. It was more bops on it, so to speak. I was having
Different
more
energy.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was having more
it was
fun
outside.
on that joint. I was having more fun on
Tore
it.
COVID up, huh?
Yeah, not as much as I've seen others,
Say
but
that.
Motherfuckers
know,
was balling around COVID.
Say that.
we all had some
Motherfuckers
small
was
fun.
balling
Let's just say
around
that.
COVID.
There was pockets.
We had some small fun.
Pockets of fun.
Yeah,
It was a lot of
absolutely.
pockets.
Absolutely.
A lot of pockets. Where y'all pockets at now? Where the hell is y'all pockets?
Pockets of fun.
That's
That's hilarious.
Where y'all pockets at now?
That's a fact. That's
Yeah,
a
they
fact.
ain't got the chain on.
That's a fact. Ooh, that's solid gold. You heard?
They ain't got the chain. Gold
Solid.
don't
Yo,
go, gold don't go nowhere.
That's a
Talk to
fact.
'em.
That's a
I'm
fact.
saying?
I was there when he scooped it. You heard?
18 karat probably.
Feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's too soft. He a rough nigga.
24 karat. My bad.
Talk heavy, talk heavy.
24 karat.
OG Millennial 2, 2021. I was having more fun on that one. That's the first time I linked up with my guy VVS. Shout out to my guy VVS.
Shout out to VVS.
My guy he out in Spain. Linked up with him on Twitter.
Forgot to shout VVS.
And still working with him. He produced the whole album for Shakur.
Yeah, he produced God is the Greatest for me. What's the joint we got together?
Oh, this nigga is a gym over there.
What's the joint we got? Borrow Money. We got
Borrow
a joint called,
Money.
we got a joint called
Yeah.
Borrow Money, bro. Everybody need
Shout
to
out
go
to
look this shit up.
VVS, wherever you at in Spain, love. You heard?
Bro, this
Me
song,
too.
This
No, it's a
song
fact.
incredible though. You heard? It's
I
called
sent my
Borrow
email.
Money. Radio SYHEEM featuring Aaron Shakur. Everybody go
Yeah, shout
stream
out
that
to,
shit.
Shout
Go
out to
download it.
VVS. So then it's after that it was Food Clothes on a Shelter, 2022. Yeah.
You went all the way Lupe.
Nah, not so much Lupe.
I'm talking about title wise.
Title wise. Food, clothing, and shelter. What was that? Food and liquor.
Food and liquor.
So food, clothing, and shelter. I just something.
Luda had one too. Chicken and beer.
Chicken and beer.
Which is actually one of the best parties I ever been to at a bar in my life. But go ahead.
Yeah, food, clothing, and shelter. That's the essentials you need to survive. You need those to survive. You feel me? And the album was really soulful.
Basic instructions before leaving Earth.
Bible facts. Shout out. Shout out to shout out to that.
Right.
So that was really soulful. Had a lot of samples on it. Feel like I did some of my best rapping ever on that one.
Dope.
Dope. In 2023, I came out with the Chitlin Circuit, fully produced by my guy D. Lanham. Shout out to D. Lanham. He's a special person, man. I never met him in real life, but I have met him in real life. Yeah, I met him on Twitter.
I call time out, and I don't want to cut off D. Lanham. Shout out. Why is that project that is not your latest project the project that you feel like you did your best rapping on? What is that based on?
It's based on the fact that it wasn't a lot of conceptual songs on there. Like a lot of my songs are conceptual. It may not be like a full out story, but there's a common theme.
Right.
And I feel like with that, I'm not saying you're limited, but you're kind of within that kind of category.
It's
whatever
a construct
you're rapping.
that's still there, right?
Food, clothing, and shelter. It was. I'm not gonna say freestyle, but it was just more just free writing, so to speak.
Creative freedom.
Yeah, and I felt like I felt like that was. I think that's where I'm at my best.
You
Free
still
writing.
learning yourself, yo.
I am.
You still learning.
I told these
I
guys.
think that's fire.
Absolutely.
It's fire when you a fan of his shit and you get to see
You
it.
get to see that
You know
he's
what I mean?
learning,
You get to grow with
and
him.
you grow.
I think
But that's what
special
audiences
about J.
want.
Cole and all them. Yeah, J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick. Like we got to see Meek, especially Meek. Niggas got to see his whole progression. Like
y'all watched episodes after 200. Did y'all watch episode 5?
How about that?
You see what I'm saying?
How about
Like
that?
I intentionally started where I was at because I knew the audience would want to grow with me.
That's a fact.
It's something that Beans told me one night, probably 5 in the morning on the corner. And Beans is not one of my friends, but I'm really close to somebody really close to him. And he was like, "Yo, I used to tell Chris and Neef and them, like, if you start off at the brick, where do you go from there?
Right.
Y'all are young enough that your audience wants to grow with you." He said, even when I mentioned the brick, I said that I borrowed the motherfucker, that I got fronted the brick. He said, Beans actually recites his lines while he's talking to you. I don't know if y'all ever had a conversation with him. Beans references himself all the time.
Yo, that's fire.
that's crazy.
And it was during Ramadan. I was the only non-Muslim out there. But this was a real conversation because a lot of the things that we was talking about with the music, we had the same opinion or understanding on because I tap into a lot more than the average motherfucker does. So even if I'm not him, I know a lot of what he knows about the situation.
Right.
And like he was like, it got to that point where he was like, I told Chris and Neef and them, you go Bentley first time round. You brick first time round. Where do you go from there? Your audience wants to grow with you.
That's a great point.
And they want to be able to say, "Oh, y'all dicky, and now y'all fuck with him. I was fucking with him since." They want to say that.
Yeah.
Whose story don't include that?
That's a fact.
Who has a great story that don't include a bunch of motherfuckers saying, "I stopped fucking with him when y'all start fucking with him."
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Shout out to
That's
Chris
a
and
fact.
Neef, though, man.
No, absolutely, because they ain't do nothing wrong. They ran their race, but it was just one of the things that he was
trying to
saying
give 'em
about
some- he was trying to give 'em
perception
some
in the
game. Yeah, he
industry,
was trying
and
to
that
give 'em
applied
game.
to that time within his knowledge of what I say earlier. I'm telling you what I know about what I know. That don't mean that I'm 100% correct.
That's a fact.
We're
That's a good
still out
point.
here shaking and baking, I feel like.
Facts.
I mean,
Shout out to Chris,
Chris
man.
and Crack had more flows than 95% of the fucking country.
Shout out to both of them guys.
Niggas ain't lost
Like I
ever when it come to me.
like I told these guys,
Crazy?
I said y'all music make my music want to have more substance. So the album that I'm working
Music made my music want to have not me want to have more substance in my music. You made your music influence directly my music.
Yeah, because for
That's a fact. I feel the same way about it.
Cause like you can listen to some
That's
of my
a heavy
shit.
statement.
I probably got I could count on one hand the amount of tracks that I got that got like substance. OGs is one of them. OGs had substance, and heartfelt had substance, and that shit was coming from the emotion part. Like my man was telling me, you need to have more emotion. So sometimes, like when you put out bops and stuff like that, you just putting out bops because it's a nice beat and you just going with the flow, which is probably like 75 to 80% of my music. But this album that I'm working on, I want to have more substance. I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of bop in there, but I want you to take something from this, like, damn, you was going through that? Or damn, I feel you, yo, I went through the same shit. Or, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Some real life shit. Now, I ain't been through the darkest moments where, like, you know what I'm saying? But I got some shit that I can talk about that somebody will relate to.
This nigga is literally me.
I got a whole album, pardon me. I got a whole album on substance, man.
For sure.
Yeah, what's that called?
It's called Do You Really Care? It's called
Do You Really Care?
Do you really care?
I'm gonna do part 2 to that shit, but it's more so speaking on like the social shit going on. This is back when George Floyd happened and all that. You know what I mean? Shit was real, and speaking to that, like in that light, you know.
What inspired you to do that? Was it because you feel like you couldn't shake it, or like are you wasting your talents if you don't capture the moment? Was it a mixture of both?
It was definitely I would say it's a mixture of both. Me feeling like I gotta use my platform and my talent to speak on certain shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got the ability to, and it's in me, it ain't on me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
You give a fuck.
I carry the name Shakor, so I feel like I gotta carry that flag as well. Like,
Shout out to the homeless sock drive.
you
You
know what I
heard?
mean? I talk the gangster shit. Like we could talk money, we could talk whatever, but at the same time,
We gotta
I talk,
be real.
Yeah, I talk empowering our people too, and
Absolutely.
you know what I mean, resisting these crooked police and you know what I'm saying, that all that type shit. So you know, we gotta give them the, you know what I mean, but give them the real
No,
shit too.
I appreciate you for
Like-
being aware.
Like you
it's
said,
a balance, man. It's a
you
fine
said-
balance you gotta find.
I
He said,
appreciate
shout out
that.
to the homeless sock drive. Like he give back to his community.
Yeah, I
every
do a
year.
sock drive every year,
5
man.
years.
You know
going
what's
on?
funny?
How many?
For
4 years. So this would be the
in a
5th
row.
year.
I've
Yeah,
been
this will
a
be the
part of
fifth
a
year.
lot
This
of
will be the
people
5th year.
that try to set up things to give back to the homeless. But if you actually talk to the homeless, they say that they need socks. The women need
Gloves,
feminine hygiene
all that.
stuff,
Right.
Yeah,
and they need gloves.
That's
The
what you give
women
'em.
need underwear, and they need
all that,
tampons,
Not frozen
whatever
turkeys.
has-
all that shit.
like stuff like
Right.
that,
Frozen
and they
turkey,
need
where they
socks
go cook
and
Not
they
frozen
need
turkey.
gloves.
Yeah.
Like
Tell you, man.
it's like an add-on.
I be out there,
But
man.
they'll tell you what they
fuck.
need, and they won't take more than they need.
Right.
They'll tell somebody
that's a
else
fact.
to go get that.
Yeah.
Y'all can learn something from these people that y'all act like y'all trying to support. And y'all just ask them what they need.
Yeah,
Yo.
for
Bro,
sure.
telling
For
you,
sure.
My bad. I had a moment. But I've been a part of
no,
it. You know,
no.
I back campaigns.
The
You out
moments
there,
are
I'm pulling
necessary,
up.
bro. The moments
But
are
we gotta be
necessary.
purposeful. We gotta
Like
be
every Black
intelligent
Friday,
about our
around Black
moves.
Friday,
intentional.
November every year. November every year it go down, man. Right on.
Facts.
What?
Pull up in front of
What
the
happens in
transportation
November?
center.
What happens in November? What happens in November?
Black
What happens-
Friday.
That's
That's
when
the
the
homeless
sock
That's when the
drive.
sock drive is.
Socks,
Yeah.
gloves, hats, scarves.
Yeah, I do
So,
all that.
You
All
know what I'm
that.
saying?
Do you
All
guys,
winter items right in the hood.
as a unit or individually, y'all throw events?
We don't like we throw cookouts all the time. We hang out all the time.
Because
Super
an
Bowl.
Official event though, we need to throw.
Like what do you mean? Like a
No,
what kind
I
of
say
capacity?
that. I say that to say this. Let me fast forward. I had an old head one time that was like,
Talking about cookouts and shit.
not just cookouts, because like I said, I promoted clubs. I had Delaware Ave and Chestnut Street. You know what I'm saying? But like, there was a time where my OG was like, "Bro, y'all be tearing it up. Y'all raise money for anybody? Y'all get any donations to anything? Have y'all learned how to party with a purpose?"
Okay.
I'ma just leave that there.
Right.
I'ma just leave that there. So when y'all get where y'all get, and the support is what it is, even if you got to give a play on the ticket price.
I
Find something that we can work towards for somebody else.
Right. I feel
Scholarship
you.
fund, something that already
Yeah.
exists. There's a
We
lot
gonna
of
talk.
shit.
I got an idea already. We
I
gonna
mean,
talk.
let's
We gonna
talk about
We
it.
gonna talk.
And-
important, bro. That's
and-
important
I
shit,
mean,
man.
I don't want
put
to say it yet because I
put
don't want nobody to take it. You
No.
motherfuckers be stealing ideas and shit.
no.
Even with philanthropy, niggas be stealing
important shit,
philanthropy ideas. So we're not gonna go there.
Niggas gonna steal, man. That's
Yeah, niggas
Put
gonna
a,
one
put
thing
a,
niggas gonna
put
steal.
a, put a
But-
name and a date on
Yeah,
it, and
but no,
let's figure it out.
we gonna piece that together.
Put a name and a date on it, and let's figure it out. But I just want to leave that with y'all because y'all actually have a group large enough that's kind of like my squad from college, even like, and our numbers are larger than y'all's. But like, if 6 of us decide to put up 2,500 a piece together, We can grab a lot.
I was just watching that episode.
Yeah.
I was just watching that conversation.
We can grab a lot.
They ain't talking.
And when everybody didn't understand that 10 years ago when I was saying that, and it's over 60 of us if we include the women, and I'm talking about that see each other all the time, we still in cahoots.
Okay. Yeah,
We just started a scholarship fund just to show people, well, we could do this together, and then we can grow it.
right.
So you start where you at.
Yeah.
Start where you at.
Start where you at.
I'm not saying be
And
grandiose.
trust the process.
Where
If you
you
got
at?
if you say $5 off, and you bring some socks, it means something.
I like that. Start where you at.
Start where you at.
man, and
Right.
trust the
Start where
process.
you at
Man.
and trust the process.
God is the greatest.
God is the greatest. you
All
heard?
album titles.
Well,
All album titles. You plugging them.
Another underlying tone of this conversation is that we all are gods.
Facts.
And we sitting together
Made in the
having
image, you heard?
having a conversation where we get to cut each other off and nobody gets disrespected by it because we understand that we all men and nobody's doing it with that intention. We gotta teach people how to coexist
That's a fact.
from the gate because they too busy swiping. They don't even know how to
They don't
fucking
know how to have
talk.
personal
An elevator and make a nigga jump off the
Listen,
roof.
I ain't gonna
These
lie.
motherfuckers can't. Like people nowadays really have a serious problem with like direct
Simple.
in-person communication.
It's weird.
Like
These kids in trouble.
yo,
They're all gonna be aggressive.
but
socially.
They're either going to be aggressive or they're going to be too anxiety ridden to
dormant.
be able to communicate.
There's
Like,
gonna be extremes.
like yo,
You gotta disconnect. Like I've been known to disconnect for the past like 2 months from social media and everything. You just gotta disconnect. And
What does it take for you to disconnect? Do you have to take the app off your phone, or do you have?
Oh,
to,
yeah,
do you have the power, the strength within yourself?
No, I take the app off my phone. I ain't gonna lie. I take the
That
app.
app there, you gonna tap
I
that
take the
motherfucker.
app off my phone.
I think that's important to know.
I might keep one app on there, which might be like the app that I would use the least, which is like Twitter or X. I might keep that just.
you
to,
wouldn't even touch that daily anyway.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So I just keep that on there just to see like what's going on. Like me, I'm heavy in like boxing and sports and stuff like that. So this like Shakur Stevenson talking about he quit. Like
What you think about that?
What?
I think he not getting the fight he want, and he
and
it
that's-
might be a promotion tactic.
It might be a.
It gotta be because
It might be a promo tactic. I'm not gonna go
Jay
negative.
Prince,
opinion-
Jay Prince,
I'm not
tap
gonna
in,
go
man.
negative. I want to
Jay
be
Prince, tap
positive.
in, let us know
My
what's going
opinion-
on, big homie.
Tap in, you heard?
I'll be racing to fight him after that performance that he put on. I'll be racing to fight him.
Ain't no way that nigga retired,
listen, if
man.
Shakur's, hey Shakur, if you ever see this,
Yo.
I'll lose the weight and I'll fight you. Like
Fight my man KILLA.
Listen,
you heard?
I know the payday
Put
gonna
that
be
shit
worth
up,
it,
you heard?
and
I'ma train him, you heard?
I'm gonna be. Listen, I'm bringing the
I got
price.
the house on Henry, you
I'm
heard?
about to say you betting on you.
I'm betting on me.
I got the house on him.
Bernard Hopkins in the flesh.
Listen, he folded against the pressure, and Della Santos he ain't do what he was supposed to do either. He was supposed to cut the ring off and keep pressuring him the whole 12 rounds.
I'm about to get me, you, a one punch car boxing show.
Listen, man,
crazy?
expert. Not
Listen,
the homie
This
one
nigga
punch.
talking my language right
Not
now.
the homie one punch.
know,
That's
one
my
punch is
fucking
full.
dog, man.
Listen,
Watch One
that's-
Punch
That's my
episode.
fucking
We went
dog.
viral for some shit with him and Creed nigga. With the nigga that played Creed.
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan,
Right.
yeah. But go
Listen,
ahead.
if y'all do like have me on a couple episodes
this
because
nigga
boxing,
expert.
I love that shit. I used
You
to box a
talking at
little
work.
bit.
We fuck with
I
that
had like
boxing
5
shit.
amateur fights. I was boxing out of ABC, but like you know what I'm saying, like
Dusted a couple
that
niggas.
shit, right? But listen, that boxing
Everybody
talk,
got
that's my
plans so
talk.
they get punched.
Me and Fibes, we be talking about boxing. You know what I'm saying? He be
Oh, Five, you too?
Fibes, he in it too. He
Five, come here real quick, Five.
I be
Five-
lost.
No, Five, come here real quick, Five.
Come on,
camera.
Five.
Yo,
you
it's
got-
me.
No,
He like being the
Fibes,
ghost.
come
It's
on.
me.
Listen, he
Come
like
on.
being the ghost.
you can't
I need the
disrespect the
exclusive.
production. You disrespecting the
Listen,
I need the
production.
exclusive, Five. Come on, bro.
Yo, you can't tell. You
Real
can't
quick,
deny the
real quick.
host.
You ain't even
bro.
had a shot in a while. Like,
Facts,
come on,
yo.
bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Me and Fibes be going back and forth about the boxing. Like when we
Shout
gonna
out to
get
the
our
shadow,
kids
you
together
heard?
and all that to do.
Nah,
Hold
you
up,
ain't
wait
doing
till the
that.
camera adjusts.
You got
Don't
come in
cheat.
here. You ain't in there yet.
Don't cheat.
Don't cheat.
There you go.
Gangster.
There you go.
You already
Shadow,
know,
you
man.
heard?
You seen flyers of it.
Yeah. Shout out
Appreciate
to
you,
Fibes,
homie.
man.
He ain't bring the signature with him
There
today
you go.
though.
The fedora.
He ain't bring the signature
Take that
fedora.
light out of that,
They
pour
might
it
not
in.
recognize him without the fedora.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
The Fedora Bull.
Dog.
Fedora.
Dog. different joints.
But you had some spice you
He
wanted to
got
talk
every, he got
earlier.
every color
Oh no, we
fedora.
gonna get to that. We gonna get to that. He got to finish his discography.
Oh, I'm almost there.
He was talking about the
I'm right
chillin'
there.
circuit.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta understand-
Chillin' circuit.
listen, I'm-
That's
I'm
my
not-
fault because
No, it's all good. I got you. I got
My
you.
nigga Fives got every color.
This nigga is
fedora
working.
like Cole
That's a
Brown.
fact.
all
this
bar.
nigga is working.
I'm here with you.
Nah, it's
I'm about to
cold.
cash
I'm
at
here with
you.
cold.
Anyway, go ahead.
My man.
The Chitlin' Circuit,
Chitlin'
2023, fully produced by D. Lanham from
Right.
Georgia.
Right.
Hold on, hold on. My
Yes.
camera's stuck.
Sorry.
Oh, that's,
Oh, there we go. Edit.
in the words of Loaded Lux, hold on, let me get it together.
Continue.
Go ahead.
There we go.
Chillin'
The
circuit.
Chitlin' Circuit, 2023, fully produced by my guy D. Lanham. I have to give a big shout out to D. Lanham. Yes, thank you. Yeah, because we have conversations about any and everything. I met
Shout
this
out
man
to
on
D.
Twitter.
Lanham.
I meant no disrespect to cut off your shout out. I just had a question.
Yeah, I had to get that in, man, because I have conversations with this man about all walks of life. And I met him on Twitter. The first beat he did for me was Size Zoo off the compilation. Then he did Vintage Chanel off of Food, Clothing, and Shelter. And that's the first beat I said, you know what? I feel like I can rap forever on.
Oh.
Yeah, it was one of them.
I know
Like,
what you mean.
I was like, yo, I feel like if this beat was 80 minutes, I'll have 80 minutes of raps for it.
Do it
But
and make it
anyway,
an intro.
you know what?
We all learn from Hove.
Yo,
Just keep rapping. Rap all over that motherfucker.
that's a fact. And just to tie everything else up, the
I ain't-
next album.
I'm sorry to cut
No,
you
go ahead.
off.
Do your
but
thing, Killer.
My favorite track on the Chitlin' Circuit is "This Is Not a Drill." He
It's
don't.
the first song.
That's the first song.
The
That's a
first song.
suggestion for y'all. Pay
Listen.
attention.
When he
Y'all
come
need to
on
go
with that
stream
joint,
and
I'm like,
download all this shit.
because if you listen to the song, it'll have you doing a two-step because he on like a bop type beat and he's spitting, but he's spitting some shit with some substance. So yeah, but that's all I'm gonna say. If y'all listen to the Chitlin' Circuit, it's the first song. Y'all gonna hear that one first. That's my favorite
That's
song
what I
off
try to
of
do,
the track.
man.
I love how much y'all support each other.
That's my favorite song
No,
off
that's a
the
fact.
track.
He always say that's his favorite song, and to his point, and I'm trying to speed it up so Sko can go. That's kind of like my
Don't
formula.
rush on my account, nigga.
I kind of find
We cut you off for 30 minutes. You go ahead.
No,
Go ahead.
no. Like to his point, like it's a boppy beat, but I'm talking some substance. I'm talking to black men on that joint. It's a black man affirmation song, and I chose a beat like that because it's kind of like, you know, you're feeding the kid, like you give him the medicine with the sweet stuff a little
Yeah.
bit. You know what I'm saying?
When you each one teach one, you got to do it purposely.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you give him, you gotta,
Yeah.
you know, give him the medicine, but you know, might give him a little piece of candy with it. You know what I'm
Applesauce
saying?
with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Eh,
Make it taste good.
oh, lollipop with it. Man, we grew up with the charms. Big fat
You know what I'm
charms.
saying?
Pop. You take anything to
You
get a
dose of
charms.
that castor oil, son, to give you a little
Yeah,
orange
give me
slice.
that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Boom.
I said I grew up in a barbershop, dum-dums everywhere.
Facts. So just to tie everything else up, that's the fourth album. The next album is also fully produced by D. Lanham. It's halfway done, and this
This
one,
motherfucker's a genius.
no, not at all, not at all. But this next one is fully produced by D. Lanham, and it's really, I'm having a good time on this one also. man.
Again, you back in?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes!
Just because the Chitlin' Circuit.
That's why I had to pause on
It
that
was
earlier one
serious.
because I need to know like how we feeling.
The
Like,
Chitlin' Circuit was serious. It was a lot of nonsense going on in the black male community that I feel like I had to address and highlight. And,
so you caught one of his moments, just with a different aim.
That's a good. You know what? Chitlin' Circuit and Do You Really Care are similar, very similar.
That's why all the people that need care
Very
deserve
similar.
it. All the people that really care deserve a voice.
That's the love, and it ties into the title of the album, the Chitlin' Circuit, which was a string of venues along the East Coast and South that
Talk
during
about it.
segregation.
Black history.
Green Book days and all that
Listen,
shit.
I
And it
asked them-
still exists.
Like I said,
Black
I'm the
history.
It
youngest
still
of the
exists.
crew.
It's niggas that'll tell you every day I make all my money off the Chitlin' Circuit.
Listen,
So-
I asked him. I said, when these came out with the name, I said, "Bro, what's the Chitlin'
towns.
Circuit?" Because I didn't know. I was like, "What's the Chitlin'
Yeah.
Circuit?" He was like, basically like the shows we be doing kind of now a little bit. But
You know why you great
Underground
already?
yeah, I'm gonna keep
Because
it a
you
beat.
ask
No,
fucking
no,
questions.
I
it.
asked. I
Yeah.
said, "What's the
And
Chitlin'
outside of asking questions, you also pull your weight.
For
No,
sure.
it's a fact.
He
That's a
said the
fact.
little mama
Nobody
pop
could
hole in
little
the
bro
wall
him.
joints that you can do." I'm like, "Oh, all right."
Nah, he
I
stand
forget.
tall. He the shortest. He the shortest out the crew. Too.
But I just mean from like just the perspective I've been speaking on this whole interview. Like I'm him in a couple different cliques. Like you have to bring something to the table, and you have to be willing to learn at all fucking turns.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
for sure.
Or you in the way.
Yeah,
How
we
about
don't
that?
need nothing in the way.
You in the
How about
way.
that?
We don't need nothing in the way.
You in the way. But
So,
I
yeah.
respect it because y'all can't even talk without each other. It's amazing. They let you talk for 15 minutes at the beginning of this motherfucker, and then they say, "All right, he being too humble. It's over."
Yeah, pretty much. But to move along with Sko, that's it. My next one will be Fifth, and it'll be fully produced by D Lanham. And all the albums got all these dudes on it multiple times. So
you can find us featured on all our shit, man.
Yeah, tune in to Stedman, you know what I'm saying? Stedman is
Stedman
about.
is the joint I got with.
You
Stedman.
got a song named Stedman.
Look,
I didn't hear that.
Now you gotta tap in.
Nigga, I'm
gotta
listening
have
to that
a
when I
certain-
wake up tomorrow.
You gotta have a certain kind of lay on
tap
it.
in.
Yeah, you gotta have like a polyester suit, some
I mean,
some
you know what?
frames with like some tint to it.
Yeah, I mean,
You might gotta it's one of them jaws. You got some hard bottoms.
I got a bedroom as a closet.
listen,
It's
we all
wavy.
do. We all
I'm
do.
joking with you.
That's standard nowadays, right?
We all do.
It's
a little
real
bit of
wavy.
everything in there.
Right,
It's
we
real
all do.
wavy.
You just gave me the vibe, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna find a way to make that happen.
Yeah. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that stream. You ain't gonna be able to listen to it just one time, man. You ain't really gonna be able to like it.
That's heavy.
Yeah. So Disco, yes sir.
Shit. All right, let's start from here. Nah, listen, let's get to it. I'm gonna go 2016 project called Authentic.
Get down
I mentioned
on the
that
ground.
project because that was the first project I did after having my first child, and that album means a lot to me. And it has a record on there that has been one of my staple records when I perform at every show. It's called New Beans.
To this day?
To this day.
Ain't that's not a blessing, bro.
Till this day.
That's so
day.
dope, yo.
To this
Yo,
day. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
it's,
dope.
it's one of those records that like
that's dope.
listen, man. I'll tell you real quick story.
No, go
I recorded that song and another song the same day, and that other song was a bop. And what I did was I sent both of them to a DJ that I know. Shout out to DJ Benz. He's in
My
Phoenix.
guy!
You know Benz.
You know Benz,
Yeah.
though.
He in
Bro,
Phoenix. He in
Benz.
Phoenix right now.
Yes, love Ben.
he got
love Ben.
he got Jaguars out there on lock. Jaguar strip
Yep,
club out
absolutely,
there on lock.
absolutely.
So, but that's my guy. So I'll just be sending
been
him
in
records
Onyx
whenever
with
I
Benz
leave the
and all
studio. And I sent him the record that I got called On Go. I sent him On Go and I sent him New Beans. Now I was expecting a reaction from On Go because it's something that he could play in
the
his
strip
venue.
club.
He called me and said, "Nigga, if you don't put New Beans out tomorrow, nigga, I might leak it."
And Ben's got a great ear.
He has an amazing.
No,
ear.
like
That's why I trusted him.
radio DJs can't break shit. Benz has a great
Yeah,
ear,
no, that's
bro.
why I trust him the way I trust him
you gotta
with
respect
music,
the guy
and
with
that's
a
what
good
it
ear,
was.
man.
He changed the whole trajectory of what I was planning to do with that project. So,
You
2016,
gotta respect the
Authentic.
guy with
Can I say something about New Beans real quick?
Yeah, real
30
quick.
seconds.
Yeah, by all means.
See how it go? I love this shit, yo.
It commands your attention. Like
Sure.
What
It-
commands it first?
Opening bar.
it's for me.
No, I'm not asking you this one.
It's the.
But I'll tell you,
It's like a. I don't know what the instrument is. It's a string, though. I believe.
Yeah.
That first come in. It's like.
It
It's-
cuts through.
Yeah.
From the gate, there's something that cuts through as soon as it comes on.
Yeah.
It's a bean
And
sample.
then.
It's a bean
My bad,
sample.
bro.
So
No, it's all
it
good.
resonates-
No, it's
it
all good.
resonate with you from the rip because it's a bean sample. But this nigga, the way he flip it, is the way that only he could flip it. You feel me?
It sounds
I know what that
extremely.
means.
And
And I need y'all to tap in and know what that means. 'cause I know what that means.
And we hear it, and then when you see the shit perform, it's two
It's
different
different.
Oh, this nigga a
It's
great.
different.
He a
Things.
great
It's-
When he
performer.
perform that shit.
No.
He's
it
a
go
great
up, you know what I
performer.
mean? It go
Before
up.
we went on air, what was I saying? Was it this show or that show I seen
Right,
you at?
right.
I've seen him perform probably 3 times on dope sets. Like
He's a
no poop putt shit.
Right.
Like them motherfuckers was in the building and they was giving it up, and I'm sure he got 100 pictures that night with them folks.
He's a
Like he was in them buildings and he was doing what he did enough that a motherfucker he met that night was like, no, I peeped your set. I
that's a
heard
fact.
it when I was in the green room.
He a great
You
performer.
get busy.
That be the one.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That shit hit, man.
No, I've been there on a few of them nights with him. Like, I don't want y'all to get it fucked up. I said,
a
I met
fact.
you recently.
Yeah.
I'm meeting the brother tonight, meeting you tonight,
Facts.
and I feel like you look familiar, but we don't
Sure,
need to go
probably
through the...
bumped into each other in the
You
video
know,
shoot or some shit
I
like that.
probably got a picture with you in the background. Who
Facts.
knows?
Facts.
Who knows?
Listen,
Facts.
Sko,
But New Beans, yeah, it's like a punch to the gut.
Listen.
Not a slap in the face, a punch to the gut. Like,
Look, hold on. Let me Sko one of them performers. Like if he performing in front of a crowd that's sitting down eating, he will come down, sit next to you, take a bite of your chicken, go back on
fact.
stage, and you won't even feel disrespected. Like
No,
damn.
you
But
know
even
what?
if you do, what
That's
one of them-
fair.
he's one of them type performers. Like,
But
did this
where
nigga-
does the energy come from? Because there's the obvious that you sitting here and one eye don't look like the other, right?
Yeah, no, big blind.
Right?
blind.
Big
Like,
blind.
like. So, is there a thing where it's like, man, I gotta make sure that this is not the thing?
I'm gonna keep it tall. That didn't come into play until later in it. Like I come from
Because
from theater.
It made a thing for Conway.
Yeah, no, it did.
was
It
Like
did.
Conway
Definitely.
admitted
It
that
definitely did.
his
Yeah,
situation.
like you have to play into it because
had to
it's
figure it out.
unavoidable. It's unavoidable, so you have to play
yeah.
into it. But for me, the energy in terms of performances, like I'm trained in theater, so
Damn, I never
so
knew that.
stage wise, I'm like I went to Kappa, so like I'm locked in stage wise from the difference
Kappa
between
called
practice.
me every week because
Yeah.
I was already in shit, but I got accepted to ENS and I wanted to go to ENS.
Okay.
Because Kappa ain't have a basketball team.
They
had a
didn't. No,
volleyball
they did
team.
not. They got one a year after I
They had a
left.
volleyball team. Yep. We'll go
But
ahead.
so like just learning the difference between practice and rehearsal, like little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the difference between rehearsal and dress rehearsal in the show. Just like the progression
Damn.
of things. And then my favorite rapper growing up was
nigga's a
DMX.
fucking-
Like my favorite
You
rapper
don't
growing up was
understand.
DMX.
That's why all his videos count.
And Busta Rhymes.
The
Like
video
when
you
mentioned
shoot in
Busta
5
earlier,
minutes is the same as the one as you shoot in
Busta-
5 hours with him, because it always counts. Like he understands. Like this is what when I say I've been following this nigga for years, I have yet to see him present something to the people that didn't represent what he was trying to get off.
I'll tell you right now, that's
from
been-
$5 to 500.
That's been
5,000.
that's been one of the one of my major keys just from the jump, because like, but it's also been, and you know we'll get to that later, it's also been one of my biggest detriments in like holding myself up and overthinking things. But I'm gonna keep it real. When I put my first mixtape out in high school, that's when niggas was writing with Sharpies on it, and I said no, we can't do that. I put the whole team together. Yo, we can't do that. You know what we did? My man John, who did my website, IKnowBrasco.com. He had the CD tower burner, and we went to his crib for the weekend with CDs. And remember when they used to have the Jones where you could print it out and then you peel it off and then you press the CD on that shit? Man, the whole gang was at John crib for the weekend, putting them shits together, putting them in cases. Wasn't no Sharpies, no none of that shit. I've always been big on the presentation of shit.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's like the physical product, visually, whatever it is.
That's what I know about him. I like, besides being dope,
And that
I
mean-
know
that
you
means
to
a
be
lot.
super professional.
That means when you see,
presentation.
if you see something, you know you're gonna get at least, you know it's gonna be quality. That's my thing. Music is subjective. You cannot like my music. That's cool. You can never
I don't
say
want to
that it
spend
don't
my
look right.
$5 if you only spend $5 and it feel like $5.
Right, you could tell. As a fan of this shit, you could tell. You feel me? Like,
Yeah, like
we not
that's
only
something you've always
we not
given
only
us.
artists, we
appreciate that.
fans of rap.
Listen,
So when
we did
when we hear shit, we know what's quality and what's not.
We did a show in West Philly. Shout out to IQ.
Yeah, shout out to my dog IQ.
It was mostly b-boys, people that dance and pop lock and all that. Sko, he start pop locking and like spinning on his back.
Niggas was acting like they didn't want to give me mines on stage.
Right,
dog.
and you start listen.
I was rapping and the
He
crowd.
was rapping and pop locking
the
on the
crowd was
ground.
cool.
Okay.
The crowd was cool,
All
but they
right.
wasn't trying to give me.
That's
what I was
crazier
earning.
than the initial thing you said.
No, that was one of my favorite rap
he was
moments. yo.
rapping.
He
bro,
said the
for
nigga
real.
was. I'm like, what? Before he performed?
No,
you said
no,
why?
While he was
The
rapping,
crowd wasn't
down
giving me
off
my shit, bro.
That's not what you
I had to
said.
go get it.
That was one of my
Down
favorite
on-
rap
Always
moments.
gonna go get it,
But
nigga jumped
you
in
want to know
off
what?
the
Hold up, that's one of your favorite
Into
rap
the
moments.
crowd.
Listen, because it worked. Listen, because
I'm
it worked.
Anybody have this?
It worked. Yes, we got footage.
Oh, yeah.
Please
Oh,
send it to
yeah.
me so we can add it
Oh
to the
yeah,
video.
Oh, we got footage.
good footage.
Yeah.
Listen,
Even
Oh,
if
yeah.
we can't include the audio, I gotta add it to the
Oh yeah,
I got you.
I gotta say something real quick. Listen, it worked because one of the B-boys went next to him and act like he was battling him and started
But that's
dancing.
what he know about the culture
I
of
said,
the B-boy shit.
check this
Like he
shit out.
already superseded that.
You know what I'm saying?
You
So-
cheat coded. You
No,
a,
I'm
you
gonna keep it
cheat
real.
code.
In
You a
that
cheater.
moment- in that
You're a
moment,
cheater.
no, but in that moment,
You're a cheater.
He is a cheat code.
I'm gonna keep it gangster though. In that moment, I literally and shout out to everybody that was there. Like, what they were partying to before we started performing was a little bit more boppier than the music we was doing that day, and I respect it.
a little more safe.
Right? Like the gangster shit that we was getting into.
We was on some
We
gangster
was
shit.
getting into some gangster shit, and they wasn't necessarily there for that, but they respected what we did, and so they was giving us love.
Facts.
But
That's a great
I
way to
felt
put
as
it.
though me leaving the house on a Thursday evening when I could have been in the crib with my daughter, I wanted more love, and they wasn't
Facts.
giving it to me. So what I had to do, I didn't blame them. I had to take it upon myself to
Go
go
above
out
and
there
beyond.
and get it.
No,
Go get it.
I'm gonna go get the love because it's there.
Whoa,
I
5
respect
seconds
that.
ago.
It's there.
I respect
No,
that, bro.
repeat from when you say I didn't.
I didn't blame them. I don't
Stop there.
I
I
didn't blame
respect
them.
that, man.
Exactly.
Because
I
we
can't
already
blame them.
knew that wasn't our crowd going into it.
Like-
So we was
You
skeptical.
know my audience is just learning so much from
Oh,
you
yeah,
motherfuckers
listen.
right now.
That's
yo.
the thing about being great
I'm
performers.
really having a great time.
That's the thing about
Same.
being great performers. You got to be able to adapt to any
No,
crowd.
it's almost
you gotta,
over.
you gotta see
You
it.
got to be able to adapt to any crowd that you're in front of. You know
gotta
what I
see
mean?
You see my
Like,
production
It's almost
looking at me
see,
like,
the red
nigga,
light
no,
coming
I'm
on.
gonna get to it.
All right,
Let me
before I say,
finish
before I
the
get to his
discography.
discography,
Let him finish his
real quick.
discography.
oh, hold on.
Even though he's such a stickler for quality, he's so fucking easy to work with. Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, I
Skull,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So
Definitely
Right.
authentic, and then I did I am us, which the us stands for unapologetically street. That was like
do you
2019.
know Authentic from Uptown?
Yeah.
My guy.
We familiar. You know
Shout
what I'm
out
saying?
to Authentic.
And so I did I Am Us, which stands for I Am Unapologetically Street. That had one of my biggest records on it. Shout out to the homie Sue Surf, Free Sue Surf. That had
Free
the record
Sue
Cry
Surf,
Kill
yeah.
on there. That
You got a record with Surf?
I got a record with
Wave.
Surf.
Cry and
I didn't
kill.
know that.
The record, not only do I have a
Jersey,
record with
Free
Surf,
to
the
Wave.
record premiered on the URL resolution card.
Talk
where it
your
was
shit.
Cassidy versus Goods.
Oh, so you got a
pay-per-view opened,
over that
yeah,
motherfucker.
Talk your
when
shit.
the pay-per-view opened and they started showing all the battles and all the
Cha-ching.
battlers, they was playing
You
my
was on
record.
your joint.
And then
Banner shit.
Then Gnome 9, Geechee versus Surf, when they were showing, like when they were in between battles and they just
Yeah.
had the graphic.
I know
and
what
they-
Banner, you
I watch
heard?
battle rap. I know what you're talking
They,
about.
they played my song during. Shout out to Avocado for picking the
Absolutely.
record and playing that record.
One of the
and
best
that
Talk
means a
your
lot.
shit.
One of the
And-
best
and
production
Free
situations
Cha-ching.
in battle rap.
Free Sue Surf, that's a fact.
Surf
Free to
don't
Wave,
sound-
man,
Surf don't
Jersey.
sound like he whining when he rap on records.
Nah.
right.
He sound like he mean it. He sound like he mean it. I'm gonna send you that. You gotta hear. It's one
No,
of
I
those.
need that. I need
but
that. I need that.
and then after that, I did.
No, because I think he's dope as
I did
fuck.
the James project. I did that during quarantine.
That's a
James,
dope joint.
produced fully by my brother Jim Boney, who actually did New Beans in 2016. Me and him been working since like 2012, but we did a whole project together called James because both of our names are James. I recorded.
Mine too.
I recorded 90%. I recorded 90% of the project in one day, and he can attest to that because he was there with me and documented the whole thing. Then after the James project, me and Wes Manchild did 19132.
My guy.
Yeah.
I did a great interview with Wes about
Yeah.
7 years
Yo,
ago.
salute the
Shout
West
out to
Man
Wes.
Child.
West Man Child.
We did 19132, which is a representation of the zip code of the area that we
Shout out to
both from,
19132.
and
And he get back to the kids too.
all the time. You know what I'm saying?
sure.
And so we did that project, and I feel like that was the last project that I put out, and it's one of my favorite projects to just listen to personally because I know everything that I was going through and everything that I fought through to make that album.
Talk heavy.
And
Talk heavy.
it means a lot. Like I lost my entire every rap that I had written from 2017 to 2021. I lost all of it in the middle of recording that album.
Damn.
I lost the entire thing. I almost quit. rap.
Y'all hear his voice change?
I almost quit.
No, the crazy thing is it's not the first time I've heard something like
I almost quit rap. And
I've
then
heard this more
and then
off
I had
camera
to jump
than
back
on
in,
camera.
and I finished the album, and I'm super proud of that
Shout
album.
out to Sko, man.
And then
for that
my last record that I put out is called 258 Days, produced by VVS. Shout out to VVS again.
Shout out to VVS,
and
man.
258 Days represents a time last year from 2022 into 2023 where I just quit smoking weed for 258 days. Just quit, just cold turkey. Just woke up on
We
November.
do weird shit as creatives, don't we?
On November 13th, I stopped
I
smoking
was trying
weed.
that nigga too.
And then he was. This nigga was bringing back.
My nigga, bro.
He was bringing back shit from
Y'all
Cali.
gonna see this nigga here on Monday.
Dog.
Like, that's my nigga.
Dog, this nigga pulled up with some shit from Cali and just stood next to me and was like, you wanna hit this shit, Go? I'm like, nah, dog. He's like, then he opened the pack, just take a sip of that.
Pacquiao.
I'm like, this nigga right here.
Pacquiao.
That
But
video out too.
Yeah,
That video out too.
258 Days. The video was out. Shout out to Radio SYHEEM for shooting
215
that joint.
UFO Films.
215 UFO
Yo.
Films in the building. Go to iknowbrasco.com and you can see everything.
Facts.
You can download everything. You can get the merch.
Right.
I know Brasco.com.
IKnowBrasco.com. You can get the Scoling Fans merch. You can get all that shit, man. And we
Scoling
just-
Fans,
Yeah, you know what I'm
heavy.
saying? You know what I'm saying? We just,
Heavy.
but that's the discography. It's just a lot of raps and a lot of work. I'm featured on
You know
all
what's
these brothers'
funny?
project. I'm featured on everybody's shit across the city. And if I'm not featured on your shit, your album not as good as
You're
it could
late.
be.
You're
Your album not as
You're
good as
late.
it could-
What's your album like
it
is
don't
more
say-
Jay-Z.
If it don't say featuring I Know Brasco, your album cannot get 5 mics.
You know what's funny?
Taking it back to the source.
I asked the discography question an hour ago.
Right. And listen,
Four you
listen,
niggas ran with that for
But listen,
Wait, and that's not,
still not done.
and that's
Hold
not including
We
Yikes
gotta
with the
be
franchise.
done.
I'm about to say we not done.
We gotta be done.
That's not
No,
including that's
Yikes.
not including Yikes album.
Not even including
Yikes.
Yikes shit.
Part
Yikes
2
not
coming
here.
soon.
But we
Apex
got
Predator.
No, Yikes gotta come back and speak
yeah.
for
Part 2
itself.
coming soon.
Shout out
So-
Apex Predator.
Yeah, Yikes has an
Franchise
album,
mode.
Apex Predator, and he has an EP franchise.
Facts.
Apex Predator, fire. Franchise, fire.
Facts.
That's by my man Yikes. Go tap in. Go
Yo,
tap into all that shit.
215UFO.com.
man.
so I've been ad-libbing
And I know Brasco.
and enjoying you brothers all evening.
Likewise.
Can I say something on behalf of me?
By
So
all
what you
means.
guys say?
Keep in mind,
I've had a
we on
show.
Sipping with Sammie, ain't we?
I've had a
Sipping with
blast
Sammie.
talking to y'all.
But we got to get
Y'all have
something out
said a lot of shit
Oh, you gotta
that
put
I try
something
to
in there.
reinforce about brotherhood, entrepreneurship, accountability, respect. Y'all said that subliminally over and
Sure.
over and over again. And the way that y'all emotionally in this conversation have gotten me attached to y'all, I can't imagine anybody watching this episode don't feel each and every one of y'all brothers up here.
Oh, they
And y'all
better.
deserve anything that y'all get from here forward.
Y'all
As
better.
long as y'all
Wait,
keep
wait,
it
what-
decent
what- what-
with
what-
yourselves
What
and
Bean say
each
the
other.
Funk Flex? Oh, they kicking us out the building.
Likewise.
Nah, you know what's crazy? Y'all
niggas
ain't
ain't
got
got
to
to go
leave.
home.
We got to cut these
We got to cut the
cameras off.
We gonna talk some gangsta shit, man. 215UFO.com.
So we gotta give
IKnowBrasco.com.
I know Brasco.com.
social, man.
Shout out to Sippin' with
Follow me
Sammie.
on Instagram, Twitter, all that good shit, man. At Aaron Shakur 856 AARON Shakur 856.
Kyrie.
Vibes, nigga.
Kyrie _UFO. KHYRI _UFO. That's the squad.
You heard? Radio SYHEEM at Radio SYHEEM 215 everywhere.
I know Brasco, aka Big Blind, aka Body Slam your favorite rapper through a table. IKnowBrasco.com, IKNOWBRASCO. Don't ask me about my bad eye, I'll punch you in the face. I love my daughters more than anything.
At Yikes 215.
Yikes 215.
At UFO 5. You heard? At Max Supreme. You heard? At Go Man Deep, man.
UFO.com.
Sipping with Sammie, nigga.
Yeah.
Sipping
Know
with
the
Sammie.
vibes,
Sippin'
man.
with Sammie. I'm about to go do some push-ups so I can look like Shakur out here.
I need shoulders, bitch.
Let me tell you a little bit about my life story. Couple dollars in the tuck, don't give a fuck. Gas in the truck, gang in the truck, she knows what's up. Let me tell you a little bit about my life story.
talk about it. Born with strength, ambition, and purpose. Never walk without it. Plenty trauma for real, never talk about it. Everybody I know seen ghosts, they leave chalk around. I was epileptic, dyslexic, a preemie. My body tried to box me in, had to free me. Always knew someone had it worse, had to be me. So saying fuck y'all, I'ma do me, free me. What you eat don't make me shit, and you don't feed me. I had real OGs, my nigga, for sheezy. And I done won most of them cats, please believe me. The path traveled is rough, but wisdom can make it easy. Despite the snakes, sluts, and opportunists, mostly. But I don't owe the street shit, my nigga, and they don't owe me. They lit the way out, so even solo, I'm never lonely. Backwoods remnants of yak stacks, so hold me.
Let me tell you a little bit about my life story. Couple dollars in the tuck, don't give a fuck. Gas in the truck, gang in the truck, she knows what's up. Let me tell you a little bit about my life story. Couple dollars in the tuck, don't give a fuck. Gas in the truck, gang in the truck, she knows what's up.
I swear, on snowy days, downpour nights, had it on me. Your bitch had it with me, rolling sticky, so come and get me. Tick, call them bags, I'ma call them bags. Had them with me, cause when it lands, Wagwan brethren, get with me. And that was after chopping and bagging and saying fuck it. Stash spots can hold my luggage and vans and trucks. Cases came quick and lawyer fees and so on. So I need more paper, the same trees they grow on. So forth and so on, I'm destined to keep it moving. My skill set steady improving and killing them with this music. Losers ain't on the roster, so winning is all we doing. Me and Little Cuz came a long way since taking